It looked like some hair. Bro. I said it looked like some hair. I said it looked like hair. It looked good. What you want me to say? Don't look bad. If it looked bad, I would have. You would have known. I most definitely would have been like, hey, what's up? Chocolate. You're chocolate, baby. You're chocolate, baby. Got my own fat on me. Sure. I get it back. I don't even see my shit up here. You gotta talk about that now. I ain't calling that motherfucker back. I'm finna, I ain't even after she called me back. Yo. Rich Porter. What's up, Rich? My Rich came through here at 7. Damn, Rich. What do, Rich? Rich came through this motherfucker at 7. Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog. But Pooh, you know I'm really Shiesty. What do, Rich? You know your ass probably ain't know her no more because she said your ass came through here. Down there at 7. Rich the one that be coming in dropping the comment. I fuck with Rich. Rich be here every day. Rich be here every time I go on. Got my own. I gotta pay more attention to, dog. I peeped some shit today. I gotta really pay more attention, man. I got to pay more attention. I ain't gonna say this shit on live. The reason why I gotta pay more attention, but I for sure got to pay more attention. Got my own side on me. Bitch. Come get it back. Dude. Shakti, that's my dog. And then wars on. Push ID, that's my dog. uh but yeah, I'm gonna start. Uh why the fuck I'm oh yeah, Tio. That's why I came here. That's why I said I would do not. But yeah, Tio, I had saw some shit. I came here to talk about Tio. And I know I've been talking about Tio a lot, but really shit, that's because Tio. Yeah, Tio been giving me a lot shit to talk about. Like a whole lot. I had just seen Tio a couple weeks ago say something about YouTubers ruining boxing, right? He said YouTubers is ruining the sport of boxing. And then me personally, I feel like guys, I feel like guys not fighting the best guys in their weight class. I feel like guys, I feel like guys not fighting the best guys in that weight class is what's messing up boxing. And then T.O. came out yesterday. Matter of fact, T.O. came out doing the co-main. He came out doing the co-main main event. Doing the co-main fight yesterday on ESPN. And they did an interview. And on his interview, T.O. straight up said that he's not interested in fighting Devin Haney, nor is he interested in fighting Tank Davis. So, bro, you not so So basically, you already didn't eliminated 2 of the top 135 pounders out of the division as far as you not fighting them. And his reasoning for not fighting them is because he can't get nothing out of it. And I find it real funny because how can't you get nothing out of fighting? I start with Tank. How can't you get nothing out of fighting Tank when Tank is probably the biggest money-making guy? Tank is probably the biggest money-making guy in the division. A win over Tank would dramatically boost Teofimo Lopez's reputation. You know what I'm saying? If a win over Tank will make him as big as he really thinks he is. Because I've come to the realization that Teo believes Teo is way bigger than Teo is. You know what I mean? Teo believes that he's a bigger star than he really is. Either that or he's completely detached. Either Teo believes he's a bigger star than he really is. Either he truly believes he's a bigger star than he really is. Either he truly believes he's a bigger star than what he is, or he's completely detached from the real world and wanting to believe that he's a bigger star than what he is. Because a Teo versus Tank Davis fight is major. And he says that he has nothing to gain from fighting Tank Davis nor Devin Haney. And I want to talk about this Devin Haney situation. There's probably more money in fighting Tank Davis, but you know, Teo likes to call himself undisputed. He likes to call himself undisputed. And if he was actually to go beat if he was actually to go beat Devin Haney, he would seriously be undefeated. See, Teo problem is Teo out here listening to his fans and his trainer and, you know, people in his camp and shit telling him that he undefeated. When clearly we all know that Teo is not the undisputed champ. Now he undefeated. When clearly we all know Teo is not the undisputed champ at 135. Like, this is easily provable. Like Teo trying to convince himself. Teo trying to convince himself that he's undisputed at 135.
Back door.
Oh, you hear that? Well, yeah, Tio really trying to convince himself. Tio really trying to convince himself. Yeah, okay. Tio really trying to convince himself that he's undisputed. When really you could go as quick as going to box rec and just looking at you can go to as quick as box rec and look at Lomachenko's last fight. And that'll tell you everything you need to know. It tells you when Lomachenko. It tells you when Lomachenko. It tells you when Lomachenko. I'm looking for it now. It tells you exactly when Lomachenko had his fights, and it tells you what belts that they were for. And then if you go to it and you go to that Luke Campbell fight, it says that he fought Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC. And then in the very next fight when he fought Tio, there is no WBC belt on the line. And you can go to box rec. And you can go to box rec and see that clear as day. Just go to box rec and look at Lomachenko's record. Go to box rec, look at Lomachenko's record, and go to box rec, look at Devin Haney's record. It's going to tell you exactly when Devin Haney was the interim champ and when he got the real belt. It's going to tell you exactly when Loma won the vacated belt, and it's going to tell you exactly when he let that motherfucker go. Because when he fought Tio, it wasn't on there. And now I want to go show you this shit. I want to go show you this shit myself right here. That's what I really want to go do. And that's what I ain't gonna do it though, but it's up there though. All you gotta do is go to box rec. If you go to box rec, man, this shit gonna tell you plain as day that Tio was never undisputed. Tio did beat Loma for belts, but the belts that he beat Loma for were the WBO and the WBA. Loma wasn't WBC champ. Loma wasn't WBC champ at the time. Him and Tio, had they scrap. Tell me that he bounce. Tell me he don't get down. If you on this motherfucker, feel free to drop in. It's really free dialogue. But my base is really free dialogue. But my base is this Tio thing. Tio just been hitting us with a lot of bullshit. Been hitting us with a whole lot of bullshit, bro. Just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. And I really can't even be mad at Tio because I remember I asked Tio, I had made a video. It's on my channel. You can actually go back and look at that junk. Let me turn my heat off. Let me turn all these goddamn lights off. And T.O. had said T.O. named one more guy that he wasn't fighting too. He named another guy. Trap, what it do? Okay, all right. T.O. had named another guy that he wasn't fighting too. I can't remember who he said. He said Tank. Hold on. Yeah, but T.O. said, he said Tank, he said Haney, and he said a third person. And he said a third person too, but I can't remember who the fuck the third person was that he said. He said Tank, Devin.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Trap? Yeah.
What's the deal?
Hey, who was Hey, you who the fuck was that T.O. said that he won't fight? It was Tank, Devin, and who else?
Did he wanted to fight Ryan Garcia, Tank Devin Garcia?
Yeah. That he said he wasn't gonna fight. He just said he wasn't gonna fight like 3 people yesterday. On the ESPN card.
Oh, I ain't see
Like
it.
this nigga literally just said he wasn't. I
I
know for
thought he
sure
was
it was
I thought he was saying he was young, all the fights was gonna happen. He really looking forward to the 140 unification so he can get the winner of that. But I ain't hear him say he wasn't gonna fight. I don't think T.O. serious. I think he just shocked it. He's shocked how quick everything shifted on him. Cause 1 minute everybody was rocking with him, and then the next minute he got this pressure from ESPN to fight Loma, even though he wasn't gonna get the rematch. Then he put his foot in his mouth when he said he was gonna be like Pretty Boy Floyd and fight Devin, and he wanted to fight everybody young. Then he thought about it and he didn't want to do that. I think he's just in shock right now that, and now he talking, this peace for the world type shit, and everybody just need the love. I really think he just fucked up. I think he just fucked up about the whole situation.
man. This nigga
Yeah,
said, bro. This nigga said this nigga said out his mouth that he wasn't fighting these folks, bro. Like I wish I could find this fucking interview. But the man said he not looking forward to fight. He said he not looking. And it was one more person. It was one more person. I know for sure he said Devin and Tank, but it was
Shakur.
another guy that man said.
He probably said Loma
It
because he
wasn't
said he
Shakur.
ain't running the rematch, but it had
He
to be
been said he
Loma.
won't fight Loma again. It was another black
But they,
person.
but they was pressing him last night, and then he started doing that Black Power. You seen one interview when he was like Black Lives Matter and shout out to that's what's really fucking him up. His black fan base ain't fucking with him. It was during the Loma fight. He really don't have no fan base.
Bullshit. He ain't fighting the niggas. He
Yeah, cause
bullshit.
the Mexicans ain't really pulling for him. I mean, I don't know how big the Honduran fan base is, and it ain't like he was really riding. He tried to pull the Triple G and ride that Mexican line, but it's Mexicans that you're gonna have to bump heads with. So, and then a
Triple
lot of
G
that
was
mainstream. No, you know how he rode that line, like he not Mexican, because he had the Mexican trainer. He's doing Mexican style, so he tried to pull that Mexican fan base. I think he had a similar
yeah.
idea on how he was trying to carry it, but it's not working out for him because a lot of that fan base is the mainstream media, and they was pulling for Loma, so they want him to fight Loma. So he pretty much in the middle
You see they
with nobody. You know what I mean? Nobody really pulling for him at this point.
trying to make
Cause
Loma fight Nakatani.
Yeah, I heard he was. I heard he said he wanted that fight, but I think Loma. I
Loma
thought
said
about it, huh?
Loma said he wanted that fight.
Yeah, I was when I was watching Black Fight Fan and them earlier. That's what he was saying that that Loma was saying that he wanted Nakatani, but he was saying he didn't feel like he should take that fight because Nakatani was too big. It's too big a risk when he could fight Devin. But I mean,
Who Loma said he gonna fight Devin?
huh?
Loma said he was gonna fight
No,
Devin.
no, no, no. Loma saying he want Nakatani, but they were saying earlier that they ain't think
Yeah, yeah.
it was a good move for. They didn't think it was a good move for Loma, because of the size. He don't really have no name, so it ain't like you bringing in no money like that. So it's really like, what's the point when you can have a big fight with Dev or somebody else? But I mean, I think Loma's still the best at 135 or 130. I'm retiring the hype Machinko shit. I think what?
You think he
What you say?
better? You think he beat Devin?
I do. I do. I think Devin's still raw. He still got a lot of developing to do. I mean, I'm not saying Devin a bad fighter. I just think after a loss like that with Tio, he gonna press the gas from now on. I think he gonna press the gas from now on. And if
Yeah,
you ain't really been in them waters and you got somebody that's skilled like that and he ain't scared no more, he ain't got nothing to lose and he got everything to prove again. That's the most dangerous person in the world. So I think when he get back in the ring, only person I think if Tank catch him, but if Tank don't catch him, I think he'll whoop Tank too. Cause Tank was getting outboxed by Santa Cruz, and I'm not a Loma fan at all. I was pushing the hype Machinko
but
early, but
Santa Cruz was able to outbox him because of his range, though. Like that wasn't just Tank, getting outboxed. That was him, that was his arms being long as fuck. Loma arms ain't that long.
yeah, but he ain't look good against Gamboa either. And Gamboa was on one leg, and
Yeah. Who
and then
was
you put him back at
what the fuck he say that
if they
time?
fight at if they fight at 130, is he gonna look a little bit better because he gonna have a bit more pivots and shit like that. So I don't know. I think he gonna be a whole new monster when you see Loma again. I think he gonna be the best we ever seen. I think he gonna be the best we ever seen. But that ain't to knock Devin though. I think Devin could be the best to everybody long term if he just keep developing himself. I wouldn't be waiting on these niggas. I think Devin just need to stop talking, stop waiting on them, keep doing the interviews, keep showing up, do commentary, keep building his brand. Do the radio shows and all that. Do the shit Ryan was doing, like popping up on Jake Paul. Just keep building his brand, and eventually they're gonna have to come around. But it's gonna be a similar situation. Like you're gonna have to give him his respect because he's gonna be so dominant against the level of opposition he gonna be fighting. So eventually everybody gonna have to come back around. But he just got to keep building his brand and staying out there. He just got to keep
Yeah.
doing that. But
I think I don't think Loma beat Devin nor Tank. I don't think he beat neither one. I think Tank will knock him out. I just think I think Tank will decide to press him and
but
he'll
but
knock
if
his
he
ass
don't
out.
knock if he
But
don't knock him out, how confident are you that Tank gonna beat him on points? If he don't know, because just
I
like
don't
you
think he gonna
said,
have that. I don't think he gonna have success like that.
why you say that?
I think Leo was able to have success because Leo is physically, gifted. Like he, with the range and shit. Everybody don't got that range like Leo got.
But
That's
but
what
how
I feel
you
like. If Leo had short arms, he would be knocked out in the first round. You know what I'm saying?
how,
Uh,
how
Leo
you
had
explain the Gamboa on the on the busted Achilles, making it all the way. I mean, if that was a young Gamboa, that would have
that
been a
was
different fight.
I think that was I think that was more Tank. Yeah, I mean that was a bad that was a bad album, but I think that was more so Tank coming in not prepared than more so uh anything that Gamboa was doing. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like Gamboa did. She's
He he
what's her
was
read?
technically
I don't
sound
think
enough
Gamboa
to,
did. She's special.
but his Achilles was busted. But you gotta know, if he was healthy and you would have took a little bit more years back. Even if he was just healthy right now, I think that would have been dangerous. It would have been dangerous because he wasn't really phased when he was taking them shots
So
for most of the fight. What you say?
who you have winning? Who you have winning at the time of the knockdown?
Who you talking about in that? Which fight? The Gamboa or Santa Cruz?
Against against Tank and you were just talking about Gamboa and Tank one.
Yeah, we was talking about both, but I'm just saying it wasn't like this was some it wasn't that spectacular Tank against a old fighter with a busted Achilles. So, because we was comparing, you were saying the Santa Cruz had success because of size, but I'm saying here go a fighter that didn't have the size, old, and had a busted Achilles. This is same size. So if we simulate, if that Tank show up against Loma, he in trouble. That's all I'm saying. I'm not initially.
Yeah,
I
but
felt
yeah,
like Tank was
yeah,
was
I
the
was gonna
best out
say,
of
I
everybody,
think
and I see that's what I'm
I
saying.
think
I'm not
Tank
a
was
Loma
saying
fan though.
he ain't come in. Yeah, I ain't no
I
number
was wrong.
fan.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
think
was
Tank
wrong with
said he
that.
can't. I'm not a Tank fan. I'm not a Tank fan either though.
Yeah,
But
I don't think
I think Tank was saying
dedicated to the sport.
he came in fat that fight, some shit like that. He had a weight count, not a he had a weight count, not a
But that's what I'm
he had a
saying. His
weight count,
issue,
not a
eh, I don't know, cause when he down there in Florida, what's the name? I thought they were saying that was one of his best camps. It was his fight in Atlanta,
not
winning
Gamboa,
paper view.
not Gamboa. That was Lee.
Was Leo in Atlanta?
That was Lee. Yeah, Gamboa fight was in Atlanta, but I think they were saying one of his best count was for Leo though. When he was serious and
Yeah,
shit, he was training with Floyd. I think that was for Leo.
I don't know about Tank,
I think he
man.
was fat
I don't
against it.
know.
I think
Cause I don't know if his discipline there, like long term between each fight, like how, if that was his best camp, who's to say the next camp ain't gonna be a fat camp? With all COVID and everything else going on. I just don't know what's gonna come with Tank. I thought he could be the best. I thought Tank was skilled enough that he could, catch some niggas at 147. But after what I seen in the last two fights, I don't know. His power could get him, but what if that power don't work? That's my only question. What you gonna do when you get in a situation and the power ain't putting up somebody down and they got just as much dog and they just as skilled? I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
he got all the skills, but what if he ain't in shape? What if he ain't conditioned? What if he get tired? I
Who
don't know. That's
so who you have who you have at the time when Tank knocked him out? Who did you have for the win? Like who you have up?
you talking about. You talking about which fight? Gamboa or Santa Cruz?
You were just talking
He
about
was
Gamboa
whooping.
one. I'm talking about
Yeah,
Gamboa.
my point. Yeah, my point. He was whooping Gamboa. I'm not saying that. I mean, he was beating Gamboa. I'm just saying Gamboa still didn't look horrible to have a bad Achilles. He the same size as him. Short arms, and he old.
Yeah.
That was my only point. I'm just saying, just because somebody got the size advantage, we seen in the last two fights, that ain't the only thing that's gonna come into play if Tank fighting Loma. Just because they the same size, that don't mean. I don't think that that's gonna affect Loma having success. I think all Loma got to do is stay away from that big shot, and if he can avoid that big shot, we seen him do it against Teo, and Teo bigger. So but we also done seen him get caught. So it could go either way. But we seen him get caught and come back. I just don't think it's gonna be that easy, especially if that fight at 130. Especially if that fight at 130.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
think it's
Lope.
gonna be.
You said you don't, because
You
right
know,
now
I
what
don't think
makes
it's
the
gonna be. I
most
don't think it's
sense.
gonna be easy at all.
Yeah. Well, where you think that fight happened at 30 or 35?
Loma Tank,
Yeah.
probably 35. More likely 35. More like 35. Loma at 35. Loma at 35 right now, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm
And
at
Tank said he
35, but it might make more
Tank.
business sense because Tank got the super belt at 30, so it might make more
Yeah,
business sense at 30.
that's the one he
But
just
Loma
got
said,
from. No, he got the 35 from.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he got the regular up
I think
top, and then he got the. I, what you think Devin should be dismissing that Loma fight like that? Like you don't think he should get back on it
I
if he
don't.
do want a big
I
fight?
don't. No, I think he should hawk Tio down like he been doing. I think he should stay on Tio. Yeah. I think he where he need to be at. I think that's what he need. Tio need to fight Devin Haney. That's what need to happen.
Yeah, but that ain't.
That's what really need to happen. Tio need to fight.
If that do happen, that's more back of the year. It might not happen because
The man
Mirage.
said he not fighting. I'm telling you what the man
Yeah,
said. He already
yeah,
man said
yeah.
he
See
not
that
fighting him.
that's why I'm trying to look forward past that
Tio,
because I'm not like it's like same thing with the Spence Crawford shit. I don't even want to, you know what I mean, be stuck on them situations at this point because it's a mute point. These fight not happening. Crawford not fighting Spence. It's not gonna happen.
I think they just
And
old. To be real, the
yeah,
fan in me.
it's over.
I
We
think they
said
just.
that last time we was on. We said that Crawford feel, you know what I mean. He feels value one thing. Spence putting out the big numbers, so it's no way that they're gonna come to an equal understanding because they looking at it two different perspectives. And then Crawford got mainstream media that's backing him on his point, so he feel he right. You know, because mainstream don't care nothing about devaluing something that a black man done built. So he done built his brand from the ground up, made itself valuable. And they, you know, they wouldn't say that if Spence said, man, me and Canelo need 50-50. Everybody say he crazy. Or if he said, me and Canelo need 60-40, everybody say crazy. You know the numbers Canelo do? But and then when Spence was even talking about going to fight Canelo, it was like, oh man, he trying to duck Crawford. But when Ryan call out Tank and then say he want to fight Manny Pacquiao, it's like, man, can you blame him? The money he gonna make, you know. So that's what this boxing shit crazy, bro. It's crazy because it's so
It's,
many double standards.
and it's getting worse, bro. Like I don't think this shit. I feel like we done lost Slick, lost T.O. Haney, we done lost Spence, Crawford. We might get unification from Jamel, but it's
Yeah,
looking
that's
like all the shit. It's looking like all the
that's
shit that we want to happen. Damn, it ain't gonna happen.
yeah. I
What
think
I
we
don't get
might be.
is
I think this the end of boxing. I think we looking at boxing die. I
type
think we
shit.
looking because I mean even the Castano. I mean that's cool. We get to see a unification, but like we were saying, that's a glorified tune-up. Um,
he did
we
really.
missed.
Jamel really didn't beat everybody else, unless you want to see him fight her, which you already
Yeah,
got beat by. Jamel beat, I guess, but.
yeah, we missed her. We missed the Laura fight with Jamel. We I'm trying to think what else fight. What you thought about that the fights over the weekend though? What you thought about that Warrington shit?
I forgot about Josh getting his ass smoked. Man, Josh got his ass smoked, bro. I didn't expect that. Even I don't think shit of Josh. I don't think I don't think he good. I don't think he bad. I don't give too much credit for him because he ducked Gary. But that man got his ass smoked. I think it's real funny though that he dropped his belt and he still got smoked. You know what I'm saying? Like
I put that. I like Warrington though. I thought he was a solid fighter. Sometimes he would give me like Sean Porter vibes with a. I forgot, but it was something extra with him that he would do that I used to like. But I just felt this fight. This the same thing I was saying with Keith Thurman. You can't be out for a certain amount of time and then come back against certain guys. And this was one of them situations. He was out for almost 2 years. And then you come back, your style is, to run through mile fighting that pocket, but you fighting a Mexican who tough.
and who
So
20.
yeah, and so them shots, if your shots ain't affecting him, he just as tough as you, and he just fought December 4th. So he been active and he can punch.
And that's
So I
it.
just felt like that was a bad situation for him. So that's why I say with that Keith Thurman, I don't want him coming back. Like basketball players play 82 games in the regular season to get ready to play at the high level in the playoff. Same thing with these big fights or guys with a certain style. You got to build your way back up. You can't just be jumping back in with a dog. Sometimes you got to take that guy who can just punch like Paulie Malignaggi, he making box,
When the
but with a
mosquito,
style,
yeah, Tesla,
you know what I'm
thank
saying.
you.
But you ain't worried about him putting you out.
Quantum vortex energy. What the fuck mean, bro? I mean, I know what it means, but what you getting at, bro? That's why
It's only one of the text that you realize there is always a problem to
is
solve
there like
getting involved.
is there like a way of saying that you feel TL ducking too? What that mean? I forget what the fuck we was talking about, Trap. This man
Warren, the nigga Warrington.
yeah, warranted. Yeah. I didn't think he was a bad fighter. I didn't think he was a good fighter. I hadn't seen him too much. I didn't like him because he ducked Gary Russell, and I feel like that's what the fuck he got, bro. Because he should have fought Gary Russell. The same thing would have happened, but it's the fact that you dropped your belt, lost it, and you lost the fight. So now you don't even got your rank that you had before you went into the fight. You know what I mean? So he
Yeah,
would have been out. A loss to Gary Russell is way better than that loss he took last night. You know what I mean? He could have lost the same weight to Gary Russell, and it wouldn't have been as bad. No, we wouldn't have said because we wouldn't have said nothing. So a lot of people think Gary Russell better than him anyway. T.O. is ducking quantum. Okay, yeah. See, I figured he got him like Theo. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I feel like he ducking too, and I like T.O. I like T.O. Like I'm a T.O. fan, but I can't back this bullshit he got going. I don't know more, bro. Like, god damn. Like Hector, I like Hector Camacho because he famous for Hector Camacho famous for I'll fight all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'll whoop all these niggas. T.O. is the exact opposite right now. He doing the exact opposite. T.O. is running from all the niggas. All the niggas, T.O. running from. He don't want none of that smoke. Like none of that smoke.
Now, is you gonna give him a pass if he knock out Cambosis and then take the Devin fight next?
Cambosis is cool. I like Cambosis. Cambosis is cool. If he knock out Cambosis and take Devin next, he most definitely get a pass from me. I'm looking for what any reason to get dude the pass. Trap. Tell you the truth.
Yeah,
I want him to do the right thing.
yeah. I think he gonna fight Devin next. I think it's too much pressure, and I think I think he gonna fight Devin next because I don't see Ryan fighting nobody. Um,
That's who Mr.
only
That's Mr. Cap.
yeah. See, only thing that can mess this T.O. Devin fight up is if Ramirez or Taylor, if they want to fight T.O. And I think they gonna want to fight T.O. before they want to fight Crawford.
I think that's more so what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I think they dancing around Crawford. I think Top Rank I think by design they dancing around Crawford right now. Like
Because think about this, they've been, and this was my point. Like I've been telling Crawford people the whole time, he's never prioritized to to be put, to be pushed in the light. Because Loma said he would go to 140 for Pacquiao, He done said he would go to 140 or meet at a catch weight in between 140 and 35 a few times for a couple different fighters. Why was it never pressure for him to fight Crawford at 140 or a catch weight in between 140 or
Who you talking
one? You
about?
know what I mean? Long. I'm saying
Why?
Top Rank seems to conveniently they'll pressure fighters when it's a non-black fighter,
Yeah.
like how they pressure and Teo to get a Great White Hope another chance, Lomachenko. But why
Yeah.
was it never pressure when you got 2 pound for pound guys? This could have been like a Super Bowl. You got two guys on your pound for pound list. Y'all hype them up on these mainstream platforms. You could have seen Crawford fight Lomachenko. They was near the same weight. Loma said he would move to 140 for Pacquiao, but why was it never pressure to in that same light push for? He said he would move to 40 or fight him at a catch weight. Why wasn't that same pressure? They should have came at him like, well, if you would do this for Pac, what would you do for Crawford? Because we might can't play Pacquiao, but we might could get just as big a fight based
Corner
on how we push both of y'all.
Corner Vortex Energy say I like Edgar Berlanga versus Canelo. What you think about Eddie versus Canelo at 160? At 168. Eddie versus
Uh,
Canelo. I never even fathomed that fight. Canelo gonna beat the shit out of Eddie.
yeah, he too. I think he another hype job.
He too much.
Another,
I think he too much for
yeah,
Eddie. I
yeah.
need Eddie. You an Eddie fan, Corner Vortex? I'm glad you're here. I need Eddie to fight somebody with a six pack first before we could get him a thorough evaluation. He got to fight a guy who in shape first. He got to at least fight a guy that's in shape first. I like Eddie Berlanga. I want to like Eddie. I don't like Eddie right now. I like watching Eddie. Like it's appealing to my eye. You know what I mean? But with me putting him in the ring with another guy as good as him or better than him, I think Eddie gonna be in some trouble. Eddie, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? LDUBB boxing. What's good, bro? I think it's your first time coming through here. I ain't never seen you in here, but I appreciate you coming through though. If you would hit that like button for me, I appreciate that. You agree? You agree with what, Vortex, about Eddie? Yeah, I like Eddie though. Eddie not trash. I think he got a. Hey, Eddie called out. Who Eddie called out? Caleb Plant. After Caleb Plant fight, Eddie called out Caleb Plant. That's a step forward for Eddie. I liked it that. I felt that. I liked it that. I think Plant wins, but I like the fact that that was the first time I seen him call out a big name. You know what I mean? So I liked it that.
Yeah, I want to put a lot of these young guys. I wouldn't give them that step up that early. Canelo at a whole different level, so you can't just be.
Yeah. Not
You
Canelo.
can't.
That's career
Yeah,
suicide.
ain't
Yes,
too many that can beat Canelo. It's only a
exactly.
couple names.
No prospects beating Canelo, and there ain't too many guys, not prospects, that could, beat Canelo.
You think Canelo gonna ever go up to heavyweight like he be talking about? Or what you think will happen first? Canelo at heavyweight or Andre Ward versus Canelo?
Shit, Canelo at heavyweight.
You think so?
Yeah. I
And
think
then
that's possible. I actually think he gonna end up there. Shit. He might not end up fighting it might not even be for a title, but I think eventually he gonna fight there.
probably that Bridgerweight belt. He might go get that
Yeah.
after he
Shit.
cleaned up 168. He might go get Bridgerweight.
Nah, baby. No.
I can see it. But
I like that for him. That sounds good. I like that for he most definitely go to every fucking division he can though.
yeah,
I
because
think
it's sweet. It's sweet everywhere else. Like heavyweight to be as big as Resistance as far as talent, but just based not even talent, but based on the size difference. But
yeah.
I think at every other division he could probably clean up. The only it's the same thing. The only fight we want to see, we not gonna get. This why boxing about to die. And that's why Bob getting so irritated and snapping on everybody because ESPN probably getting ready to pull out because they done sold them all these bad fights and they done wasted money. They lost money with Kyle Crawford. They lost with a lot of these other fights that they done put on. Probably Fury and what's dude name? The white boy who he fought before Wilder.
Out of
Tom
Wilder,
Schwartz.
Tom Schwartz.
Yeah, so it's like at this point, if they don't start producing, you gonna lose ESPN, and that's gonna be a big hit. That's gonna be a big hit to boxing. 'Cause then that's gonna but PBC doing their thing, and I guess the Zone still doing decent numbers, but the Zone probably will be good because the UK gonna support regardless.
Yeah,
But
I
if
mean,
you lose
we watch
ESPN
we
as an
watch the
investor,
zone for enough. We talk shit about it, but we watch the zone over here. The hardcore fans do.
yeah,
The
yeah,
hardcore fans.
yeah. I mean, I think Eddie put on good shows, like the visual aspect of it. Like
Yeah,
the shows always feel big, and I like how Eddie went to different markets, like how he went to Chicago. I think he went to Arizona. I ain't like that
yeah.
just staying in one box, and we only can get boxing in Vegas, California, New York. It's like he kind of turned it somewhat into like a WWE format,
Yeah,
and
it didn't
then
take the
other
fight.
people
Yeah, I
call.
get what you're saying. Like, it didn't take the fights to the place.
Yeah, and I think that's something that boxing need. You need to put it in these different places
Yeah,
because
yeah,
then you will start bringing a different crowd into it. That might, man, you know what? Let's just go to the fight tonight. It's a fight here. Oh yeah, you might get a couple fans here and there.
yeah.
So yeah, I like Eddie on that aspect. I think
He got in the rules
he,
of chicken.
I,
Yeah, he did.
I think.
Yep,
Hold
yep.
on, what's
I
the
fuck
chat?
with Eddie though. I fuck with Eddie. Every time Eddie talk, I listen because I gotta hear what the fuck Eddie talking about. Whatever, I gotta hear what he say because it's I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss shit.
Yeah, and then like when it's Joshua fights, it be a show. Like when he coming out, it's like a whole movie,
Eddie good at what
WWE
he do.
type.
I never say Eddie ain't good at what he do. Only person I feel like need to hang it up probably is Bob because I feel like he getting too old. I feel like the sport leaving him. I feel like the sport advancing without him.
Yeah, yeah, Bob. What you think about PBC? You like how they overall? Do you
Uh,
think there's any room for them to improve as a
Most definitely they can improve. I feel like anybody can. I feel like they could. I feel like they don't promote they fighters. They they promote they fighters promote themselves, but I feel
yeah,
like they don't do enough with Showtime or enough with Fox with
right?
their with the boxing aspect of like they could do like a weekly show like Tyrant like they'll just throw on an old regular ass
Yeah,
card. You know what I'm saying? They don't Showtime don't even do that. Just throw on the old regular ass card, a free card, a Friday. You know what I'm saying? They used to do that with the next gen and shit like that,
yeah.
but they don't even do that shit no more though. They don't
Yeah.
do that no
And,
more though.
why won't boxing? I don't understand why they can't all come together. And that's another thing with Eddie. He pushing the game. If you want a young crowd, you need a game. All of these sports they got a young fan base. UFC, they got a game. FIFA for soccer, they got a game. 2K, they got a what I mean for basketball, they got a game.
Yeah.
Why won't they come together and put the money up and get a game? Even the boxers, if y'all got to put money up and eat off the back end, do what y'all got to do. Cause long term, all you doing is investing in yourself. It's marketing. Because a kid might not know nothing about boxing before I was really watching box, but I had the knockout shit on 64, and I learned about some boxers. So it'd be the same thing. You're gonna have a kid that just want to play a fight game,
I want to
and
play
they
this
gonna
fight.
learn. Oh, Earl Spence. Oh, this is the fighter he played with, or he going through the story mode and he had to fight him or something like that. Like,
Yeah. I remember
why?
coming up, we had boxing games and shit with Floyd and Oscar and Sugar Ray, Tom Hearns and all them motherfuckers on it. But
It,
yeah, they just
it,
couldn't
even
they
even
smart
six.
though. It
Oh,
will that'll bring the casual fan in there. That'll bring the
that's what I'm
casual
saying.
fan to the table.
Even six on 64 and on the Xbox, the big black, the first Xbox. Ali was on the game. I think what was it,
Knockout King.
Knockout King?
Like it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Knockout
yeah,
King.
Knockout King. Yeah, so I mean, if
They did
any fighters is listening, if y'all could come together with a EA developer or a 2K developer, come together. If y'all got to put some upfront money up to get the game developed, do that because you just marketing yourself and you saving boxing long term. If y'all don't see what's going on, boxing is dying. because we not getting the fights. So
Oh,
if you can't get the fights in real life,
killing
at
me.
least
Really,
we can get them on the
really,
game.
my heart is really hurting with this Tyson Fury Wilder and this Earl Spence Bud and this Devin Haney T.O. Like that shit is killing me, bro. Like for real,
Yeah.
like that shit is killing me because like I want them fights so fucking bad and it's looking real not gonna
Canelo,
happen.
Canelo, Charlo, another one. Triple G, Charlo, another one. Not gonna happen. Charlo, Andrade, another one. Not gonna happen. I mean, we can. I don't even know. I wish Dana White would have stayed in just to create something new. If he had to create a whole new model and start with the amateurs that's coming in now and
Yeah,
build it up, I wish that would have happened because I don't think young fighters should go into this current system of boxing, even though you can get money.
I think the
But
amateurs right now is garbage because they took the helmets off. Like y'all making them folks, y'all causing damage on the fighter before he even become pro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's too much. That's too much for an amateur fighter. You want him to take punches for free now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, oh, speaking of amateur,
I should do a video back there.
it's a young YouTube boxer named TDT Champ. If you look that up on YouTube, he getting ready to fight his. He going pro. He been doing fights for years. If you go on YouTube, you're gonna see a long list of fights. His offense is real good. I just think he need to tighten up his defense a little bit, and he can be a star in boxing, especially because he done already built his fan base. It's him, and then it's an Asian one named Lil Cray Cray. But if you look them up on
All these
YouTube, you'll
people.
see, huh?
Look, Cray Cray. I know who that is. Also, he really
Yeah,
box.
yeah, one. I don't know, but TDT getting ready to go pro. He the other one. It's the black one is TDT, and Lil Cray Cray the Asian.
Do TT got an
But
afro?
no, he got braids. He getting ready to go pro on Adrian Broner card. He
Did
on
they fight?
Adrian Broner card.
Did they fight each other before?
Yeah, they did a couple sparring.
I know who you talking about. I know both of them talking about, and both them niggas nice. And the black dude
Yeah,
won.
they both on.
I know exactly who the
Yeah,
fuck you talking about, bro. He is nice.
yeah.
So he going pro. What's his name, fool?
TDT champ. He going pro on Adrian Broner card. That's his
This
first
week.
professional fight.
This week.
Yeah, this fight is coming up. Yeah, this fight is coming up.
Let's fucking go. Is that Adrian Broner nigga?
I don't know how he got linked because I kept trying to tell him like, you know the different. I don't think he was in tune with a lot of the boxing shows and stuff. So I was
Yeah.
trying to tell him a lot about a lot of the bigger boxing shows because he was trying to raise money for camp and stuff like that. He from Syracuse, but
He trying to rate. Also, he needs sponsors.
that's what he was saying. He needed sponsors for camp. I think he ended up getting one, but I was trying to tell him like go on these, try to get on these big boxing shows so the people can get your story and stuff like that, and you can reach a
Link him.
bigger fan base.
Tell him to hit. He can hit you up, and you hit me up, and I can get him on for none.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him
And
up.
and especially if you go doing the fight next week, tell him man to do this shit. Tell him to hit you up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like
All right,
for real.
all right.
And
Yeah,
he got a fight coming up. Type shit.
yeah, he fight. Yeah, he fighting on the Broner card, so I think he probably gonna be on that. You know how they be having the early fights.
Yeah.
It probably would because this is his first fight. It's probably gonna be one of them early fights. But
Shout out
yeah,
whoever that was that subscribe to my channel. Shout out to y'all. Whoever that was. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm listening.
really, if they was smart and they really understood what he was to YouTube, they would have him on, the card where people can see him. I don't know if they do or don't, but I'm saying if I was thinking marketing, he bringing his own fan base anyway because he already big on YouTube.
Yeah. I know you're talking
Because
about.
because he done fought with what's the white dude who got the boxing? It's the big white dude. He
Buff
built like a
dude.
what's his name?
He beat him up too.
He fought with him. They had it. They had some nice work a few times. Damn, what's his name? I can't remember his channel, but he be doing the fights everywhere.
I know you're
And
talking about. Yeah. The little MMA dude, the buff nigga, short buff ass nigga with the tattoo. I know exactly what you're
yep,
talking about.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I think that's some hope. Man, yeah. Hopefully he can have a good career, man. Hopefully he have a good career without all the politics and
What weight class he is?
I think he between 30. I want to say 30 and 35. 30, 35, and 26, somewhere between there. I asked him. I can't remember though. Can't remember. I want to say 30, 30. No, he might be bigger than that though. I don't know because little Cray Cray was that small.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm subscribed to him on one of I think my
Maybe,
skin hallway joint.
maybe he 160.
The black guy.
Yeah, maybe he 160. I don't know because he was. I know he was saying he do. I don't know.
I
I
gotta
don't
see.
know.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
I ain't know he
I
was
gotta
in.
say he 160 because Lil Cray Cray probably like 135, 126. And he got at least 30 pounds on him. So I'm thinking he probably about 160. But I don't know if he gonna come in the fight, at 160. But then again, a lot of these guys, they start they like Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, they start their career heavy and then drop down.
If you could hit that like button for me before you go out this jump, if you just hopping down this motherfucker, you just hop in, hop out, hit that like button for me. I appreciate that. Go ahead, I'm listening to you though.
Yeah, so it's possible he can still drop down even if he is just starting at 160, but his conditioning seemed good. I mean, from his routine, he was saying do like 500 push-ups, 5 sit-ups, 500 sit-ups a day, and then I forgot how
Yeah,
long he said he was jogging.
you know. It's Kel.
Yeah,
What's up, Kel? I'm talking like I don't know who the fuck that is.
knockouts with Nakaya, Quantum
Like,
Vortex. He gave Andy Ruiz a chance.
we was talking
Yeah,
about Eddie then. We was talking about Eddie Herndon. He was talking about Eddie.
yeah, but you want to see that. Oh, you hype on Bronner though. I'll be seeing you talk a lot. Like you
Yeah.
hype to see him.
The
What
fact
you
that
think?
you just turn me up though, the fact that that young nigga on that car, you just turn me up though. Like
Yeah,
you turn
everybody, make sure y'all go tune in. TDT champ, TDT champ. He fighting on the Adrian Broner card. But
yeah. He
what you
nice.
think? What's next for Broner though? In your opinion, like after this fight,
All
where he
right.
go?
All right, boom. After we get this knockout, right? We finna knock this nigga out, right? We really on some real shit. We won't flow it. Like no
At
cap. Like it sound like a joke, but AB won't flow it. Like he won't flow it. Like he want to go after Floyd. But if we can't get Floyd, then shit, maybe what he say? He might. What the nigga say?
Haney.
I think he said. Nah, he said. He said not Prograde. He said Prograde don't do nothing for him right now. He said. He said Prograde don't do. He should fight Regis. He said Prograde. He said Prograde don't do nothing for him right now at this moment because neither of them got a belt. He said he want his next fight to be a belt. Like I know I heard him say this shit. He
Yeah,
said
but what belt? He must be talking about a regular title because he don't
140.
want to fight. Like he don't want to fight none of the killers.
140, yeah. He said he'll beat Prograde. He said he'll beat Prograde. He said he'll not Prograde out. He said he'll whoop Josh and
He not fighting none of them. I know that. So he got
that's
to be. Let me look up.
that's
Let me look
that's
up for the regular champ.
that's what we
Uh,
aiming for. That's what we aiming for.
I, I doubt it. I think he just talking on that because he said he done fighting the tough fights. Junior welterweight champion. Let
Now,
me see who.
now he said he done. He said that shit like some months ago, but he just recently said that he coming back to fight for belts. Like he said he ain't coming back to fight for regular fight. He said he coming back for a belt. He going for the belts at 140 though. He ain't gonna be at 147. He done with
But that's
147.
what I'm saying. I'm saying it's gonna have to be a regular belt because I doubt Broner fight. I doubt he want Josh Taylor unless he waiting out for Taylor to get. Unless he waiting for Taylor to unify and move up. I doubt it. Hold on. Let me go to junior welterweight. Mario Barrios is the regular champion for the WBA.
Appreciate y'all folks coming through. Hit the like button for me, Ray. Smash the
So
like
that's
button.
probably who he gonna be looking at. Barrio.
Barrios.
Yeah.
I
He
like
ain't
him.
fighting no. He ain't fighting no.
He cool. He
Yeah, that
cool.
ain't how.
Barrios is a good fight.
I
It's a good fight
I
for him.
what you thought of what you thought about Broner Pacquiao? I had Broner winning that fight. I don't know what people was watching, but Broner was whooping Pacquiao ass.
The fan in me wanted Broner to say Broner won. Originally I said Broner won, but I went
But
back and I watched it, and I had it.
you went back and watched it and thought Pacquiao won it? Because I didn't see Pacquiao really doing nothing. Like people were saying Broner wouldn't letting his hands go, and I think because the mainstream this same thing I say, mainstream media propaganda is so hard that they'll make you think you didn't see what you saw. And I saw Broner whip his ass.
To the folk. What's up, B there? No, he wasn't. What you talking about, KO? No, he wasn't what? No, he wasn't what?
No, he wasn't cat. I think she's saying he wasn't letting his hands go. I don't know. It gotta be that. I don't know. But I thought Broner would Pacquiao, man. I don't know what people saw. It'd be a lot of these fights. I'd be confused.
He did better than most folks. He did better than most folks. AB got beat easily. Broner wasn't winning that fight.
I'm not a Broner fan though. That's what I'm saying. I'm not anything. People that know me will call me a Broner hater. But I thought he won that fight. That's one of those fights I like to go back and watch live and break in each round, and people to tell me.
That's what I had to do. He did better in the later rounds. Yeah. See, look, this is what happened. I think the first 6 rounds was tight as hell. Like you could have had them for either person. They could have had them for either person. The first 6, you can go either way. But the rounds that Manny won, 7, 8, 9, 10, they was clear wins for him. Like it was clear wins. And Broner, I feel like Broner won the last 2, could have went either way. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Broner rounds could have went either way. In the rounds Pac won, he really won them motherfuckers. Since he fought Mike Donner, he been timid to let his hands go.
I thought he was letting his hands go against Pacquiao. I liked his performance in that. That's one of those fights. I think we need to bring that fight up and go through it because I
played Johnny Game Trap. I watched him. We could do it. I like that idea. I like that.
I can't remember it totally because it's been a minute. But I'm gonna tell you these fights.
On fight night, I had Broner for the win, and I went back and watched it later after people was calling me fanboy and shit. And I looked at it at a different light, and I had him lose by 2 rounds. I had him lose by 2 rounds.
But I don't have no dog in the fight. I don't even, you know what I mean? I'm not a Broner. Yeah, so I just thought he won the fight. But look, these fights that I thought that was crazy, that if I say it, it sounds crazy, but I just think the mainstream media brainwash people. I thought Pedraza easily beat Loma. I thought Broner beat Pacquiao. I thought Mikey lost to Vargas. I thought Cotto outboxed Canelo. I thought Jacobs beat Triple G.
Really?
I'm trying to think. What else fights? And I thought Lamont beat Danny. And Herrera beat Danny.
Somebody else said they thought Herrera beat Danny. B Deal said he never should have been there 140. He should have went to 147 that early. He went up kind of early. Timeout.
Oh, bro.
Timeout. What you talking? Ray said timeout.
No, because it's some of that stuff people would be like, oh, man, but you got to just turn the sound off because sometimes a lot of that shit be propaganda. Niggas be invested in certain, I don't know, man. That's just how I seen a lot of them fight. But another one was, damn, who was it?
That's how I be feeling about Earl. Folks be saying Earl don't got defense and shit. Earl feet slow and all that shit. I be feeling like Earl be catching a lot of that shit, bro. He be catching a lot of that shit with his elbows, with his gloves, and all that shit. Sometimes he gets popped in the mouth too, but he catch a lot of that shit though.
Yeah, and that Kell Brook fight, I went back and watched a couple times. He was doing a little bit better than I thought. Jacobs didn't do shit against Triple G. I disagree. I thought that was strong arm robbery, ski mask.
I think Triple G got him. He had.
I had Jacobs for sure. He had 3 or 4 good rounds.
You talking about Danny?
And Jacobs just lost. I had Jacobs losing the dude who he just fought, Gay Rosado.
He lost. He did lose. He lost.
Gay
He lost.
Rosado whooped his
He
ass.
lost. Yeah, he
I had,
lost. He
I
lost.
had Triple G losing to Derevinchenko. See, this is boxing fucked up, man.
We
Like,
need to ask them how they feel about the Bud and the Teo Haney and the Wild Fury are not happening. But he said ask him about Mel versus Harrison one.
Harrison whooped his ass.
Fuck no! Fuck no!
Yeah.
Fuck no!
Look,
Oh, bro.
Harrison whooped his ass. It's a couple fights I like to do a lot. That first Sean Porter Spence fight, niggas gotta show me. Niggas gotta show me. Cause Porter beat Spence.
You a Porter fan, nigga.
No. Porter beat Spence.
We already figured this shit out. He said, damn. He said, damn. You a Porter fan. We already figured this shit out, man. No, I ain't giving you that one. I ain't giving you Mel Harrison, or I'm not giving you that Porter jump.
Man, Harrison was whooping his ass in the second fight.
Mel Harrison was
I got a question. What did Charlo drink in that corner?
Right. He drank water. He drank water out of water bottle. He drank water.
Nigga, I don't know where that shit came from. They came with a bottle we ain't seen. That shit was creatine.
Why y'all do that, Ray and B Deal?
I think that shit was creatine or something like that. Cause you can't, you know what I mean?
I think that was creatine. That was water. It might have had some salt in it, but it was water though.
And why he won't run it back with Harrison?
They fought twice already.
Like the same thing with people saying with it's crazy. This be the bias though. They say the shit with Fury and Wilder, and I'm cool with it, but we gotta keep that same energy with everything. So if Fury ducking Wilder because of these circumstances, why is Jermell not ducking Harrison? And Harrison was whooping his ass both fights.
We think like Harrison and Mel fight went kind of the same. It was a close fight each time. You know what I'm saying?
No, the second time it wasn't close at all. He walked him down, backed him up. Second time that shit wasn't close. He beat the shit out of Jermell the second time. First time
it was pretty close.
The first round maybe was close, but after that he walked him down. He said he wrong. I'm just calling it how it is, man. It's a lot of Jermell fans, so I get how a lot of people
do that. It's barely Jermell fans, man. They be acting like Jermell don't exist. Well,
but I'm saying in this market, it's a lot of Jermell fans. And a lot of niggas hate Tony Harrison for some reason. I don't know why. But
he talk a lot of shit. I like Tony. I feel like Tony can box on anybody in America. I feel like the fact that Jermell had to fight Tony twice makes Jermell unbeatable now.
You wouldn't bet on him in a third fight.
Who would?
It ain't gonna be no extra water bottles, nothing like that. Nah,
bro. It was water. It was water. It was a regulation water.
He was drained. No. That shit wasn't even approved. Like I don't know how that's.
It was approved. Crazy. When they said it wasn't approved, they came out and told y'all that shit was approved. This man right here. That shit was approved.
Yeah, I think Tony Harrison the best at 154 though. I do.
No, the best at 154 is you just knocked Harrison out.
They gotta run it back. Like so we can know they gotta run it back. It could be Charlo. I ain't knocking Charlo for what he did. They gotta run it back.
It want Harrison talk all that shit just to get knocked out. Harrison don't want a third fight. Why
wouldn't he want a third fight? Don't nobody like Harrison. See, this the issue. Everybody think they don't want to see the third fight, but if you don't want to see the Harrison third fight, you shouldn't want to see the Wilder Fury third fight.
Wow, there's two different fights. They fight. It wasn't no funny business going on.
The water is funny, but where did you come from with you got a regulated water? You come out of here with an orange bottle. I don't know what that is.
Bro, we've been through this already, bro. They told you what shit in that bottle.
So just because it's a question like that, you should have to run it back. And why is he going so out the way to avoid a third fight with Harrison?
Bring on the third fight between Mel and Harrison.
That's what I'm saying. I
I'm
agree.
not against it. Okay, I'm not against a third fight. If when Jermell beat Castellano for that undisputed, Harrison can be the first nigga he fight. Harrison can be the first nigga he fight. But he come after undisputed though. Let me say
I
that.
think it's gonna. Yeah. I agree with that. I think it's gonna come after Lubin too. If Lubin still want the Charlo fight, because he ain't looked too good against Goucher. I used to think
Yeah,
Lubin
I
could
ain't
bounce back.
he look as good as I wanted him to look either that night. He ain't look as good. But Terrell ain't no slouch. Harrison gotta be Lubin. Yeah. I like that. I like that too. I like that.
Yeah, that should be the first
Harrison
fight.
Lubin winner should fight Jermell for all the belts after Jermell unified.
Yeah, that should be the first. That's how PBC should kick it off. Like as far as
Harrison
they big fights when they
major.
announce their card, that's a big fight.
Harrison Lubin major. That's major. That's a major fight.
Yeah, especially in today's climate where we ain't getting no fights.
No, yeah, all the bullshit going on. Yeah,
That's a big fight. I think Harrison will handle them though. Easy.
I'm taking Lubin. I'm taking Lubin.
Nah.
Yeah,
He almost got stopped against Goucher.
he got touched. Goucher ain't no slouch, bro.
No, Goucher. You're limping.
That was the nicest I ever seen Goucher fight. Like he didn't fight like he normally fight either. He was fighting kind of timid too that night. But yeah, I mean, he did almost. Goucher did almost. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the same thing.
What's up with Hurd though? Like, is he done?
J-Rock
retired?
Hurd just Hurd and Jamel was just talking shit. J-Rock versus Harrison. Did they fight before? Or did Harrison and Hurd? Who's that?
Harrison and Hurd fought. He almost beat Hurd, but Hurd caught him. Hurd put him down.
Yeah,
but he was whipping Hurd. He was whipping Hurd ass most of the fight.
J-Rock versus Harrison. I take J-Rock in that fight. I take J-Rock against Harrison just because styles make fight.
I don't know. That's a toss up. That's a 50-50 fight. That's a 50-50 fight. I think he'd get rid of Lubin easy, but I think J-Rock could toss up. Yeah. 54 is so crazy.
I think Lubin he said the heavyweight. He said the heavyweight.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Lubin beat J-Rock.
Lubin and J-Rock. 154 crazy because anybody it's not really a clear best.
That's a good fight. Harrison versus Lubin. That's a good one.
Because Lord's still in the mix. Man, because I know Crawford wish he would have got that belt from Teixeira. Because I think most of the top niggas at 150 at 147 could have went up and beat both of them last night. Castano and Teixeira.
I thought you were talking about Jamel. Yeah, both them niggas can get it. Both them niggas can lose to anybody. Both them niggas can lose to the top guys at 147.
Yeah. You think you know how Crawford been going back and forth with Jamel? You think that fight gonna happen? Because he be alluding to
Jamel go kill Crawford, bro.
But when I said that to Crawford, he was saying this, niggas crazy, like he'll whoop Jamel ass type shit.
They the same fighter. Jamel just bigger. They got the same. They aggressive. Jamel gonna kill him, bro. No, that's a bad matchup for Turns. If you want to see Turns go to sleep, make that fight.
Would you pay for it?
Hell yeah. The folks go meet in the middle of the ring, and this shit go get good quick. This shit go get good quick.
I want to see that. I actually think that might be one of the best.
That's what I'm thinking too, B. He a little too little for 154. Like he just a little too small for 154.
Depending on who he fights.
Crawford come from like 130, don't it? On shit like that, 126, 130. He come from something like that. He's small. He not a 135. He's something like he came up the way.
But Canelo started at 140.
But he always been a fat ass though. A thick nigga. Crawford ain't thick. Crawford got a slender.
But what Crawford got going for him, like Floyd, he got the reach.
Yeah, we'll walk through Crawford. Yeah, that's kind of what I think too. I don't want to see Crawford fight Mia. I don't want to see that. I lied. I don't want to see that. I will pay to see it. I will pay to see it. That's what I will pay to see it, but I don't really, I think that'll be Crawford setting himself up.
If that fight got announced tomorrow, it'll shake the whole
Yes.
YouTube.
I'll be trying to find where that motherfucker at. 135. Yeah, see, I know he came from a lower weight class. It most definitely would shake the whole fucking world. Jamel.
Yeah,
That's a pay-per-view fight. That's a pay-per-view fight. Easily a pay-per-view fight.
yeah.
I don't think it's a fight that Bud could win, and I want to see the best fighters that they could win against. That makes sense. I feel like that's just a setup. I don't feel like that. I feel like there's no way Bud could beat Jamel. Me personally.
The only reason I want to see it because Crawford he been looting.
Free fight to be a motherfucker. Brandon folks might jack before the fight. That probably might not even happen.
Oh, that shit'll be dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, they might fight.
Man, that shit'll do numbers. Them the perfect personalities to put in the room, even bigger than Spence. Spence and Crawford wouldn't be as exciting and drama filled.
Not outside the ring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Jamel not gonna show no respect, and once you disrespect Crawford, that's gonna turn him into something else, and boom, you gonna have fireworks.
Yeah, that'd be
I'll pay $100 for that fight. I told him.
I'm gonna pay $100.
I want to see that. I want to see that. Damn.
Bud needs to stay away from him though. He needs to stay away from him. He really needs to stay away 154. Bud biggest. If anything, Bud needs to go back down. Goddamn. He needs to stay. He needs to stay where he at. He needs to stay where he at.
So would you bet that? What would you bet happened first? Bud retire.
Just hop in. If you ain't smash the like button, hit the like button for me. I appreciate that. Whoever that is, just hop in that junk. Go ahead, Dom.
Would you bet Bud retire or Bud get a big fight?
I think Bud, even though I think it's a little less now, I think it's worth a little less now. But I think Bud go fight Manny. I think Bud and Manny go fight. Bud and Porter or Bud
Manny won 40. Manny won 40 million. Yeah, that ain't happening.
I saw that bullshit. Bud and Porter. Because Porter will right now at this point. Porter said he'll take whatever. Porter said he'll take whatever right now.
Yeah. If Porter Bud happen, put your money on Porter stopping Bud.
What's that?
If Porter Bud happen, put your money on Porter stopping Bud.
You think Porter will stop Bud?
I think he's gonna stop Bud. It's gonna shock a lot of people.
BD, I want to see KO Porter.
That's not happening.
I don't know. I don't think a knockout happened. Damn, Porter might. They could.
I see it like the Berto fight. I think it's gonna happen like the Berto fight. That's how I see it. Cause
Berto versus who?
Berto versus Sean Porter. That's how I see Bud. If Bud come in there trying to outdog Sean Porter, it's gonna go like that.
Yeah, Bud really can't outdog Spence or Porter. He can't fight them like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like people, Bud gonna have to box them folks. You know, he gonna have to put them hoes together. You know what I'm saying? He range in and out with them folks.
If he just working off that jab and constantly making Porter reset and shit like that, that's his best bet. But he can't help himself though. At some point,
he can't.
A fight gonna break out, and if a fight break out, Sean Porter not gonna back up. I want to see that shit. That's gonna.
Bud got the skills. Bud got the skills to knock him. They possess the shit to knock each other out.
Porter got a lot of hate too. Like B did. Why you want to see him knock Porter? Like I don't understand why niggas hate Sean Porter like this. Like niggas hate Sean Porter. Sean Porter might be the most hated fighter by the black community in boxing. Him or Harrison. I don't know which one hated more, but niggas hate Sean Porter.
We're not counting
Harrison.
We're not counting Dylan White.
Yeah, most people more so American. Now White do shit to make niggas hate him, but I don't think Sean Porter really don't do nothing.
He said Bug go KO his ass. I'm from Ohio. I don't hate Porter.
I don't know. I don't know about that. We gonna see. We gonna see.
KO is it? I think yeah, that's the fight I want to see Bud next. Bud versus Porter.
Yeah.
I don't even really want the man fight no more. Manny can take his ass on and fight Ryan Garcia for all I care, to tell you the truth now at this point. Be real.
Yeah. I really don't. I hope he don't mess up the guys.
Yeah, I just been saying he trying to get back in there though. He trying to say if I fight Bud or if I fight Ugas, can I get my shit back? You know what I'm saying? But you should have been doing this shit from the jump before they even made them do that. If they had been this plan beforehand, that wouldn't even took your shit. They only took your shit because he was trying to play around with that motherfucker. But yeah, for real, I really just want Manny to go away. And that sounds horrible because Manny a legend on it. But I really just want.
No, I think he need to go because at this point he just want a ridiculous bag.
Exactly. They might say 40 million. You know that's a retirement check when niggas say 40 million.
Yeah, so he trying to get 20 for himself and 20 for his country. And nigga, we don't have time for you robbing the sport. Like,
man.
Yeah, we got that. That's why boxing going up under right now because niggas want to rob the sport, but they don't want to. They don't want to fight a fight is worth 40 million. Like, and right now it probably ain't no fight that's worth paying him 40 million for right now, unless he fought Canelo.
Canelo on the back end.
Yeah, but not he want 40 up front.
No, he bullshit. He bullshit saying 40 million. Having 40 million come out your mouth is bullshit.
Yeah. So
that's what you say to yourself, like you tell them niggas they're on your own.
Yeah,
I want 20 million and I want 40 on the back end, and you might get 10 on the back. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But now 40 million.
It's not gonna force the Spence fight because Bud not gonna come off.
Yeah, I want Bud. I think man, you had this conversation, Trap. I want Bud. I wanted Bud to fight Porter. Him being Porter ain't good enough. That ain't good enough.
No, it's not even about that. It's just that's gonna be like, say if that do 200, that's only one successful pay-per-view versus all expensive.
Bud versus Porter will get Bud 55-45. Bud want 50-50. Bud need that help to get 50-50. They still don't bring him a win over Porter. Don't bring him to 50-50 because Earl Spence just beat him. You know what I'm saying?
If he want that fight this year, there's no way he can get the 50-50 because there's not enough time.
Unless he get on. If Pacquiao saying he want to fight Bud, if Pacquiao fight Bud, Pacquiao might get his belt back.
That's not happening though. That's not happening. Pac don't want that fight. He don't want that because he ain't even say 25. Like he went all the way out the park. Nobody paying that right now. Not right now.
Again, 50-50 period. If Bud get the he said he get 50-50. I think if Bud get the other belt, if Bud get the WA, Earl got to come off it, bro. Earl got to get
no, but that's not gonna do it because still on paper you can have all the belts. If I'm selling more than you, it's no way that you can get me to get you, and you just only had one successful pay-per-view.
I feel all that, but if Bud is able to get 2 belts, he could say publicly. First of all, people already want to say Earl Duck and Bud. They already want to say it.
That's only mainstream white media. Black media not saying that.
If he get 2, right, black media not saying that, but it's black boxing fans with Bud. It's turned Bud Crawford fans that's saying it. But if he get 2 belts though, you better believe the fan pressure, go make Earl Spence be like, okay, I'm finna fight this nigga. Because Earl the kind of nigga he don't want that shit in the air. You know what I'm saying? I'm ducking nobody in the air. But if Bud get 2 belts, I think Earl will be like, no, I'm finna whoop this nigga ass. I feel like that.
I don't think.
Even though he
not fit. Like I said, I felt the settling point. The best Bud can do is get the Canelo Triple G deal, and that's that 45 or 47, whatever that was, that mid 40. That's his best if he can build his brand a little bit more. He's stuck at that 40, maybe 30 something right now.
That nigga, he for sure it. Earl giving him 60-40. A nigga has earned 30%. Exactly, just like Canelo versus Triple G. Triple G had all the belts. He still didn't get 50-50.
Yeah, man. He had to settle for like 46. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Mid 40s.
But that's what Earl trying to give. That's what Earl trying to
Earl trying to give him 40, but if he go do a successful pay-per-view with a Porter or a Pacquiao, maybe he can get the mid-40s, depending on how he would have to win like in some devastating fashion. That a whole bunch of memes online and everybody just talking about it, and then he might could get that Triple G Canelo deal. That's his best bet. But
If
what
he
if he go?
if he
If
beat
he gonna have
Porter,
a classic though, if he have a classic with Porter,
yeah.
and niggas gonna want to see that again.
If he beat Porter, he can get 45.
It has to sell though.
Right. Which he should. It should do 200K at least at the minimum.
I think that, but they don't believe that because that's why they dragging their
Come about
feet.
no big deal. You said how? How what?
Exactly, just like Canelo, Triple
Yeah.
G had all the belts and
Yeah,
still had it.
I don't see Bud getting 50-50 this year without another belt.
Yeah.
Without another belt, or he got to
Well,
beat.
I don't think another belt. I think two successful pay-per-view. He need three successful pay-per-views in between
If
time.
he got 2-3 successful pay-per-views and Earl do 2-3 successful pay-per-views with the belts, he still don't get 50-50 trap.
Yeah.
He's
He
still
working behind. Yeah. It depends on what's the fights and how successful. It depends on what's the fights and how successful. Every detail matter because if Spence start doing over 300 post pandemic, then he just working it. It ain't gonna happen, man. Ain't no point even hyping people up.
we trying to make this shit happen.
Yeah.
Bud got to come on down, really. Truth be told, Bud got to come on down.
Yeah, if he say he'll take the 40, the fight done. It's made. All he gotta do is say, "Yeah, I'll take the 40."
Now is Pac gonna get his belt back without fighting Ugas? This is what Pac trying to do. Shout out KO. A little birdie. Little birdie told me that Manny Pacquiao is appealing the WBA, saying that they stripped him unfairly because he hasn't actually fought nobody yet. He said they stripped him because he had plans to fight somebody else, but they don't know who he was gonna fight. So what Pacquiao saying is, if I fight this guy or if I fight this guy, can I get my belt back? If I fight Ugas or if I fight Bud or if I fight Earl, can it be for the belt? Because I'm back in my division fighting, top competition like I was supposed to do anyway before I made y'all put that pressure on me and take my belt. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what Pac trying to do right now. So Pac might end up fighting Ugas. He actually might end up fighting Ugas. But if he don't fight Ugas and he end up getting a Bud fight or something, they damn near get his belt back just because he made a Pacquiao on some big dogs.
I think what they might do is give him a who got the WBA regular now, or he do, or they
I
or
know
the
really.
WBA,
They eliminated it.
or it's vacant. I think they might just give him a fight for that regular. They might give him a fight for the regular.
That's the journey he had before he beat Keith.
Let me see.
I pray he don't.
What if they rematch? That might happen. Let me see. WBA ranking. Hold on, pull this shit up. WBA ranking champion in every weight class. How Pac his belt back. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Welterweight.
I'm finna run to the bathroom real quick, folks. What you looking for?
The WBA ranking. So, all right, WBC Jamal James, welterweight champion, the Super Yordanis Ugas, champion in recess, Manny Pacquiao. Oh, they got Virgil Ortiz as the gold champion. So maybe he can get the money around the money he looking for. Maybe with a Virgil Ortiz fight in Texas with a crowd, that's possible.
I thought Ortiz finna fight. Who Ortiz finna fight? Ortiz got a big fight. Hooker.
Yeah, he fighting Hooker, but I'm saying maybe after that, cause he the WBA gold champion. I don't see him fight nobody else on this list. Oh, Mikey, I'm tripping. Mikey number 4. So maybe him and Mikey gonna fight for the WBA regular title. I don't know why Rashidi Ellis number 5. He need to get from over on Golden. I don't know why he won't leave or if he's stuck in his contract. I know he sparred with Canelo a lot, but let me see what's his record right now. He's still 23-0, 5'9", 72-inch reach, orthodox. Last fight was against Alexis Roca on October 30th. Yeah, Rashidi Ellis, if he can get from Golden Boy, he can be a player. If I'm top ranked, I'm trying to get him from Golden Boy. I'm trying to get him from Golden Boy because that could be a if you build him up right, that could be a potential decent fight for Crawford. If you're gonna keep Crawford, you got to start getting them some people in the stable. You will have an Ortiz fighting the bag. You will have one of them guys when they move up.
I don't feel like Bob want to keep Crawford.
I think I think Bob just feeling that pressure from ESPN. I think they saying they're gonna pull that money, so he need fights he can sell, and he need Crawford to somehow build up a spectacle, somehow build up interest in his brand a little bit more.
I think Bob. I think Bob, like you said, they didn't finna pull that money right. And I think Bob making these little ass fights and don't want to fund no big fights because he trying to collect all that shit before they pull the plug on his ass.
Yeah.
Like they give him a budget. I saw today somewhere a motherfucker said that Bob got an $84 million top rank budget. I think Bob trying to spend as little as that shit as he can out the budget and add to the budget. I think he's trying to keep all the money. I think that's why he keeps saying Bud don't sell, T.O. don't sell. That's why he's trying to pay all these fighters crumbs and shit. Because I think he keeping the top end money. The money that they give Bob to make the fights for the year, Bob pocketing that shit.
No. I just think he not gonna put it up if these niggas ain't draw. Like we was talking about earlier. T.O. not really a draw yet.
He not,
Bud not really a draw.
bro.
Yet.
And that's Bob's fault. It's Bob's fault. Yep.
But I'm saying his point is if he keep blowing ESPN money, then they gonna pull out and they not gonna have a major station.
Yeah, that's why T.O. move was smart last night, calling out to Disney folks. I gotta go watch that whole.
I heard about that.
I didn't. I gotta go watch that. I saw pieces of it. I saw people put up pieces. That's where I saw him say he not fighting Haney or Tank it. But I ain't watched the whole interview. Y'all dropped the interview in the group too. I gotta go look at that motherfucker. Cause what the fuck he say about Disney?
Teofimo, Bob and Teofimo Lopez purse bid. Teofimo Lopez calls out Disney. Cause Disney own ESPN.
I knew that.
Yeah, Disney own ESPN. I think they own Fox too.
Disney.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't know what he said.
Wow, these fights are joking, ain't
it? It's not their fault though. It's because they probably went into the deal expecting, like, okay, because they telling you these guys Loma pound for pound, so and so Crawford pound for pound, and they probably thinking like, okay, in their mind, they only probably could associate it to basketball, football. When you talk about LeBron James being the best in the sport, that equal dollars, but pound for pound don't mean nothing because it don't mean sales. So this just a list that's potentially biased because this they fighters, but it don't correlate to money. So they thinking, all right, we got number 1 pound for pound in him. We got a number 2 pound for pound in him. That's gonna be money. But then then they put a budget behind Crawford for a pay-per-view. It don't sell. They lose money. Then they put another budget behind Crawford for paying $7 million for Amir Khan. They lose money. So then Lomachenko ain't really a big draw. It ain't the money they expecting to get. So it's like, damn, y'all telling us this pound for pound. Now they probably feel like we not listening to what you saying. Y'all robbing us. We want this Teofimo, what's the name, rematch because that did decent numbers. if you can't go get us a big fight for Crawford, we not trying to put that money up, or eventually we getting ready to pull out because he not selling. So I don't think it's really on ESPN or Disney because they feel like they getting robbed at this point, and they not wrong for feeling like that. But it's just because these rankings in boxing don't mean nothing because that don't mean you're gonna sell. It ain't like basketball. It ain't like football. You
It's
can
because they making their own fucking rankings. ESPN top rank. Them the niggas they control the rankings.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it don't mean nothing because it's a like I said, it's a propaganda list. That's all it is. It's a propaganda list. You just telling people what to think. And if you keep saying it enough and then you get the other majors to say it, now people accept it as fact. When really, I don't think either one of them was pound for pound 2 years ago. Crawford, I give it to him now, but it was a certain point when I was on here saying he's not pound for pound.
Yeah.
So
Not
I
pound for pound
think,
number one. He for sure one pound. He for sure one
yeah,
pound.
they just
Pound number one.
they was pushing to,
Loma was never pound for pound number one.
yeah, never, neither one, neither one. I don't think either one was pound for pound number one.
I had Crawford number one in my pound for pound when he first got the WBO. I had number one in my pound for pound, and then he
Yeah,
started. He
I
started
ain't
this
never,
all that fuck shit.
yeah, I ain't never have him pound for pound number one. But Sean Porter is top 3 pound for sure.
Here you go with this shit. He not, but he third base welterweight. I give you that one. I I I give you that one.
in boxing, in boxing,
Nah, he no
you can't knock a nigga for
no.
losing a debatable fight.
What my nigga AB
Keith,
say? What my nigga AB say? Well, shit, I'm undefeated then. Well, shit, I'm undefeated.
Keith Thurman Porter debatable. Spence Porter debatable. Brook was the only clear, but that was Pete Kell Brook, and Pete Kell Brook arguably could whoop everybody.
Except Earl.
Yeah,
Except
but
Earl.
shit, Sean Porter whooped Earl ass. So
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
that's
go.
a fight. If we don't do no other fight live breakdown, that's the one we gotta do.
If we do a live breakdown, you gonna see my nigga catching that shit with his elbows, catching all that shit. That what
And
you gonna see.
this we gonna expose a few things in this fight. We're gonna expose the biased referees with the low blows. We're gonna
Nah,
expose.
fuck
We
Sean
gonna expose.
Porter. Sean Porter, the dirtiest welterweight in the division.
He ain't throw not one low blow that whole fight. We gonna see.
He probably threw headbutts. He probably threw headbutts and shoulder thrusts though.
I bet you can't point one out in that fight.
I bet
They had one. They had one head clash, but that was both of them coming.
I know.
But and we gonna see a biased CompuBox. We're gonna see Porter landing punches and CompuBox not counting it.
You gonna see Earl catching a lot of that shit that you think he landing. You gonna see my nigga catching it with his elbows and shit. Cause my nigga great like that, though. My nigga do.
And then we
See
gonna see.
Devin I like. Devin, we really need to sit down and do that, John. That might be the next nigga. It might be tomorrow. Nigga, we do need to do that one. No cap. That'll be a good one. Spence was killing Porter. It's a lot.
Bullshit.
It's a lot.
See, you got a lot of super Spence fans though. See, that's what I'm saying. Niggas watching this shit with blinders on, so it's like, and they hate Sean Porter so much. Porter can't do no. I'm saying it was a close fight, but that round that people giving Earl, Porter whooped his ass before the knockdown and got right up and whooped his ass after the knockdown. I mean, Spence looked like a little boy in that fight. Porter really, I mean, it's like if this was a street fight and Spence went in as one of the toughest on the block, after that fight, niggas was fucking with Spence. Like, it was like, nigga, I go get Sean Porter.
And then you know Spence gonna be like, and now I whoop his ass again. and I whoop his ass again. Go get him. You saw what happened to him last time. You saw what happened to the last two security guard.
we gotta break that one down. We
Yeah,
gotta
we
break
most
that one
definitely
down.
got to do that, John. That's a good one. Now that's a good one. That's a
Yeah, we gotta break that one down.
most definitely
But
got to break it down. We've been on here how many? I said minute, an hour 45. I know I'm gonna leave it on this long. I'm gonna crack about 2 hours. Hold on now, bro. Porter was missing a lot in that fight. Tell that nigga, Ray.
nah.
He said no.
We're seeing the breakdown. We're seeing the breakdown because you can't fight. You can't fight when somebody really fuck with a fighter or something like that. You can't. It's nothing you can tell them. So only thing I want to do is bring the film up because we can't argue with the film. I want to cut the sound off, bring the film up. I want to count the punches, slow it down in certain spots.
Fighting staff.
That's all we can do.
That's how I feel too, Trap. He be put at his own game, bro. His own fighting style. Earl don't even fight like that. Really, Earl is like Jello. Earl like Jello, bro. Earl can fight. He fight everybody. They wait.
Earl got whooped, man.
Earl don't
Yeah.
have a.
Earl got whooped. I ain't gonna lie. He got whooped in that fight. It was a close fight, but it was a close fight. He got whooped. It was like
Porter got whooped.
you don't feel like that. Nigga, Earl shit was swole up.
I feel like Porter did better against Earl than I ever seen anybody ever do against him in life. That I give you.
Nigga,
but
Earl
even then, he
who
still
looked worse after the fight?
Huh?
Who looked worse after the fight?
They both look. I mean, didn't that one of them look too bad?
Man,
Spence
I was swole up.
Porter I was swole. Porter I was swole. I mean, they both. It didn't look. I mean, for them for that many punches to be thrown, them niggas looked pretty good. For that many punches to be thrown, the whole fight. I think they came out. I think they both came out of there. They both went to SouthernTea.
He was talking all that shit. I'm gonna stop Porter. Porter can't.
Porter only been knocked down twice. Tell me who did it, Trap.
The first time was fluke though.
Fluke.
Because he was playing with. He got to do. You know, Broner was doing. He was playing with Broner and got caught.
And you saw what happened. And you saw what happened when you play with my nigga. You saw what happened when you play with AB. Hey,
Broner lost to Paulie Malignaggi though. He got to
give no. Fuck no.
Yeah.
AB versus everybody. Fuck no.
Everybody know that. You know that. Come on now.
Paulie, hey, look. I say this. I probably shouldn't say this live. I don't want to mess up my tickets. Paulie, he beat the shit out of Paulie. He might have lost. He might have lost to Ponce de Leon. He might have to De Leon. He might have lost to him at 135. But outside of that, nah.
Come on.
He ain't lose to
When we pull that fight up, that's an easy one, right? Paulie boxed his head off.
Man, no. Paulie was getting his ass tore up. Paulie was throwing nice ass jabs. Every time AB hit him, Paulie across the
Broner just had so much momentum. He had so much momentum because he was doing a world star. He had the whole internet.
You know, it look like when the fly trying to get in your house and it's outside and they keep hitting your door like real soft, but you can hear it. You know, it be, you know what I'm saying? That's how Paulie was hitting Adrian Broner. That's what it sounds like. A fly trying to.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Trying to get inside your house.
But he outboxed him. Amazing boxing performance by Paulie. And that fight, they robbed him.
If that was a street fight, bro. If that was a street fight, Paulie couldn't have came back to the block, bro.
But look, that's different because just landing don't matter in the street. You know what I mean? The bigger punch. Leave Twin alone. No, I actually support Broner at this point because I feel like he beat Pacquiao, but he lost to Malignaggi. I just call it how it is. That's it.
Can you believe
any fight? Huh?
I can't believe I let you say that on my show that he lost to fucking Paulie.
But look, it's balanced because I said the Pacquiao, so it's balanced. It's balanced. You know it ain't biased because I would have been like Pacquiao whooped it. But them two fights I want to look at. I want to look at that Paulie. I mean that Pacquiao and Broner
Yes.
and
Uh,
that Spence Porter. Spence Porter.
we for sure could do. We could do both. We could do Broner so I could watch it with a pro Broner guy because I feel like Broner won at first sight, and then I looked at it again. And matter of fact, I watched it live with Blue Blood Sports. Blue Blood Sports TV did their fight live. AB versus Pac, and we all sat down and watched that junk. And
Yeah.
two of the rounds. At first, I had like AB. I had AB winning the first 5 or 6 rounds. But when I watched it again, I had him winning only 4 out of 2 rounds. And then I gave Pat, the rest of them. I gave him one more.
Jeff Horn whooped Pacquiao ass, right?
No,
Outside of the 9th round.
Pacquiao got robbed.
Come on, man.
I feel like Jeff Horn, Pacquiao, we can do that one. I feel like Jeff Horn, Pac, we most definitely can do that one.
Jeff Horn beat the shit out of Pacquiao. Outside of that 9th round.
If you feel like
Pacquiao,
probably beat Asian Broner, Pacquiao beat Jeff Horn the same way.
No. Jeff Horn had him on the ropes.
Beat
Man,
him,
he was beat. Man,
beat him the same way.
nah.
Pacquiao was pushing.
Pacquiao doing nothing.
Pacquiao was doing more. He was doing more touching than getting touched, and almost caught him at Rocky Field. And Jeff Horn was getting his ass touched up. Thank you, Ray. Pat got robbed, bro. I feel like that's one of the biggest robberies in boxing. I feel like
I don't know how people feel like because it was clear to me.
Biggest upset.
That was a clear win. That was a clear win. But it was VADA testing. So when it's VADA testing, we don't see the same Pacquiao as we seen against Keith Thurman. So whoever fighting them next, if it's a big fight and you got a big brand, make sure you got VADA testing. Yeah, Pac won that fight, bruh. That fight should have been stopped. That 9th round was deadly, though. I agree with that. That 9th round was crucial.
That fight should have been stopped in the night. Yeah, Pac won that fight. Yeah, Pac won, man. There was some bullshit. You know why? Bob, man, bro. Bob made Pacquiao lose because he knew Pacquiao was going to leave him. So he gave Jeff Horn that belt and he transferred it to Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford was next up at 147. That's what happened.
No, that sound like it makes sense, but
that's what happened.
I seen the fight. I seen it. I was shocked. I was shocked.
I seen it.
I was shocked. That's one we got to bring back. But shit, Jeff Horn been getting his ass whooped ever since. But that Crawford stoppage was early though, and the referee was real biased in that fight. Anytime Crawford would grab, it was cool. But then he tried to do the same thing, and it's no, we not doing that. And then the stoppage, he wasn't really ready. He still had more fight in him, but they called that fight early.
You think that he was ringing Jeff? I mean, I said Jeff. He was ringing he was ringing Jeff Horn shit.
Yeah, he was starting to get him, but Horn wasn't gone. He was still in the fight. He was still in the fight, but the referee was biased the whole fight though.
He had you want to see Jeff Horn get this shit drawn like 2-3 more rounds. Like the last dude just drawn this shit. Like
Crawford was excessive holding. Like
excessive holding.
Yeah, excessive holding.
Against
every time Horn got in, it was like that Jojo Diaz Gary Russell fight. Anytime Jojo got on the inside, Gary Russell kept holding. But it's like, nigga, if you know this is game fighting on the inside, ref, you can't just let him. It's like how the Kell Brook Sean Porter shit. It's like, at what point are you gonna call him out for holding? Because I done seen sometimes they call out the hold, but then sometimes if it's a fighter that they like, they'll let him just keep holding the whole fight. But if this is his game, if you take that away, what he gonna do? So it's pretty much like, why even have a fight if he can't fight on the inside? If you just gonna let him hold the whole fight? And that every time he got inside, Crawford hold. Same thing with JoJo Diaz, Gary Russell. It's like I don't like fights. I don't like that type shit. I don't like that.
But you like tackling that Sean Porter. I
High
ain't,
action, high intensity,
I ain't
best
tackled.
foot.
I ain't tackled
Great,
a. He tackled
like
AB.
like Blue Blood say, best footwork in boxing. Um, Sean Porter got it all, man. If he gonna fight everybody, you know how to carry himself in and out the ring. Really, Sean Porter could arguably be the number one pound for pound boxer. We not just talking about skill. We talking about all around everything, every fight debatable. I think if you put him in
Jameer.
multiple weight classes, I think Sean Porter might be the. In my opinion, Sean Porter is definitely top three, but
He
only
top three
Canelo.
welterweight. He top three welterweight.
Canelo definitely number one. But
That's
anything after Canelo,
AJ fight on the inside.
they will
Oh,
absolutely
you
not.
mean yeah, you talking about AJ you talking about big AJ. Yeah, they do be breaking his shit up. Like when he was fighting Ruiz, they
I can't even. I can't remember that shit.
they do like they be breaking like they be
You know
simple
what?
AJ.
You know another robbery. Pursoon versus what's the white girl they be hyping up? Katie Taylor.
Yeah, Person, yeah,
That first
Katie
fight.
Taylor.
That first fight.
Katie
That was
Taylor.
a robbery.
Yeah, the first fight, yeah, they robbed shot that girl. In the
Yeah.
second fight, shit, you still could have gave it either way.
I didn't see the second fight. I ain't see that. I ain't
Nah,
see that.
it was just as
You know
fuck.
what else I thought was a sketchy fight? I thought one of Shields' fights was
Against who? Now I'm finna kick you out for real now.
the. I think the girl kind of looked good. What was her name? I think she was a black girl. Hold on.
Yeah, Fresh on Cruz.
No. Not that one. Not that was an early fight. I'm talking about
I
more
wasn't
recent.
too bullshit then, because everybody else ain't stand a chance. Hannah,
Clarissa.
Hannah,
Shit.
Hannah Gabriel. Hannah Gabriel. Uh,
Hold on. Clarissa Shields. Box red.
you got to be talking about Cruz or Gabriels.
Hold on. I'm about to tell you.
No, you ain't talking about Nelson. You said the black lady. Not talking about Nelson. She beat the shit out of Nelson.
When this white girl.
She beat the shit out of Nikki Outer. She
It
beat the shit,
wouldn't have no
she beat,
ranking.
she beat the shit out of all them folks. It got to be
One
Gabriel.
of one of them fights. Yeah, her right here. The little cute girl. Yeah. Hannah Gabriels.
Nope, you just like Hannah. You just like Hannah.
Hannah.
She
No,
beat
no, no. No,
she beat she beat
no,
her up.
that was a close fight. I
She
think
beat,
I had.
that was
I
her
think I
closest
kind
fight.
of.
That was her closest
Huh?
fight. That was her
Yeah,
best fight. I won't see them run the back. That was her closest.
yeah.
Nah, really, it was
I,
French on Cruz. French on Cruz or Hannah could run it back with him. Them was some good
yeah,
fights.
I had her winning this fight because me and my uncle was debating about this. Like he thought she won. He thought Shields won, and I thought Gabriel's won.
Who y'all want to
But
see fight next? Only person, French on Cruz arguably beat Curtis Shields her first fight. Outside of it, I feel like she won.
I thought she spanked her though. I thought she spanked
I
her.
feel
But I
like
thought
that.
this fight is real questionable. This fight, I got to go back and watch it again because it's been a minute. But I'm pretty sure I definitely had Hannah Gabriel's winning that fight.
Chris Beal
Um,
said Hannah said she lost. Who y'all want to see Tank fight next? Who want to see Tank
Tank,
fight next, bro?
if I could see Tank versus anybody next,
That's a good question.
Gary Russell.
I don't want to see that yet. I think I got a problem with black people fighting black people. Cause
But
I think I got a problem with that because the other people won't fight them. I don't think I care if they could get other fights too, but I think they forcing all us to fight each other, and I don't really like
well,
that.
no, they forcing us to knock each other off. But
Yeah, I
it's
don't like.
like Gary can't get. No, I want Gary to get some money. Like what's up with Al Heyman and Gary Russell? Why? It's like they don't like Gary.
I can tell you something about that, but I can't tell you on here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I can
I
tell you something.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but I want to see Gary. I think Gary need to go to the zone or something.
Some shit
I
like
think
that.
he needs to go to the zone. Yeah,
Yep.
because I think if he
Gary too
go over
good.
there,
Gary too good. Not try to understand what I'm saying. He not too good for the PBC. He too good a fighter for them to put him in there with the fighters that they want to promote. If that makes sense. He too
yeah,
good. He too good for their business. He too good for the business that they
yeah,
want.
yeah, yeah, and we don't get to see him enough.
Yeah.
It's like at least if he
It's
go
not
over
that's
there,
not his fault. That's partly them too. Like not putting
yeah,
them, not
that's what
forcing
I'm saying.
not forcing other people's hand to fight Gary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If he go to the zone, it's gonna be a lot of Europeans he can fight.
Facts.
He go to UK and just stay active. I think that's better than anything. But as far as Tank, I mean, if it's not Gary, we know the Ryan fight. I mean, that Ryan fight, that's an easy fight to me.
Right.
What we
Right.
saying, but like as far as entertainment, like him and Shakur, I like to see that. I think he'll beat Shakur bad though. Oh, you know what's funny? I was saying that Gary Russell was calling out Shakur last time, and y'all was saying, no, that wasn't no call out. And then Gary Russell came out and called out Shakur.
Double down. Yeah. Yeah, he did double down and shit.
Yeah. So, but the energy still ain't there. Like to be with everybody else, like it's kind of dry. Like I get to everybody after I get the belt. Like don't nobody want to fight Gary Russell. It's crazy. He might as well retire, man. This shit gets a. This why I don't like boxing. This one I get to, when I get to conversations like this, it make me. I went from last year starting to like boxing more than basketball. Boxing was my favorite sport over basketball. Finally took over basketball, and now I hate this shit because I can't get. It's like everything is
Well,
host shit.
yeah,
Everybody.
this shit frustrated me too. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
it's been frustrating being a boxing fan this last month since really COVID popped off. But just in general, like it's like it got more frustrating once I really started paying attention to these niggas ducking all these motherfucking people. Like y'all really like we really not the best people. Really, they almost never go fight the other best people. Like that shit almost is not
And
never going.
you think YouTube blowing up has YouTube killed boxing?
I think
Like,
YouTube help boxing because it's actually putting a spotlight on these motherfuckers and what they're doing. And you
but
and
has it killed it in the sense that they can go on and hear all of us talking, so they don't want to be the talk in the negative light, so they avoid the big fight to avoid being talked about in a negative light, just in case they're more. Whereas before it would have went away, but now you every time everybody on YouTube, so now
yeah,
in their
hey,
algorithm is popping up us talking about them. If they lose, they gotta constantly hear it, see it, Twitter. I'm thinking maybe this kind of hurt boxing because it was.
I think I think if I think it's worse. I think it's worse for them if they don't fight the best people because we gonna kill them for that. Like on some real shit. Like I said this last time we was on here. Bud fan base has grown to me. You know what I'm saying? But it has grown off a negative light. You know what I mean? Because we saying Bud not fighting nobody. Bud not fighting nobody. I feel like more people because of YouTube. I feel like more people know Bud than they did last year. But I
Yeah,
also
that's
feel like
YouTube.
it's not necessarily a good for a good reason. It's for because hey, he
Yeah,
not fighting guys. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I think that's what it's for. But I
yeah,
think it's helping them. I think
yeah,
YouTube helped make Bud a bigger star. I think YouTube helped make Spencer a bigger star.
yeah.
Uh, I think it's a good thing. To tell you the truth, I think it gave me
Man,
also rich like I live in Memphis, bro. I don't know that many people here that really into boxing like I'm into boxing. You know what I'm saying? I talk
yeah,
boxing with you niggas, with y'all folks, bro, because you know what I'm saying. Like it's hard to really find people who into the sport like you into the sport.
yeah, yeah.
I feel
Don't
like
none of my
you
niggas
perfect for
fuck with
boxing.
boxing. Yeah, don't. No, no.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
see what I'm
good
saying?
part, but I'm saying just like like my people always say, he be like, "Cuz everything is like a battery. It's gonna be as positive and as negative. And the positive is you can grow a brand, but I think the negative, it turned a lot of these fighters into divas, and then it made a lot of these fighters scared. It's like sometimes, like if you
Hey,
took your first
I want to
L
get
and everybody,
the dude on her too that we was talking about. The YouTube dude, the boxer.
oh TDT,
Yeah, TDT. That's not TDT.
yeah. Yeah, I'm happy you said that. Matter of fact, I sent him a message. Yeah, I just think the bad part is just turned everybody
We
into
get him on
divas.
Fanon first. Like he can do Fanon too
Huh?
though. Like as we can get him on Fanon too first. Like so, tell him you got two for him. Tell him you got two appearances for him.
Oh,
Really, you
all
three
right,
because you got your two.
yeah, yeah. I just done felt this would make me fall back, like, cause I be wanting to do it, but then it'd be like, oh man, here go another thing. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm about to.
I feel like
Yeah,
man,
I'm about to.
I feel like we need this shit to bring light to the bullshit that go on in boxing. To be
Yeah,
real, I feel like it bring light to it because you see that like we didn't get boxers to come to YouTube now. Like Deontay Wilder actually shared a fucking YouTube, two of them, 2 days straight. Deontay Wilder shared YouTube boxing pages, black YouTube boxing pages, 2 days straight on his page. Gary Russell is a phone call away from, regular black people, like black media.
yeah,
This is black media. We black media for me,
yeah,
you. We black media. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
they need us. They need us. For real, low key. For good and
yeah.
bad.
No, yeah, no. It's a good. It's a good.
Got folks scared to be a million. Yeah. That's y'all fault, bro. That's y'all fault, be there. Because they making motherfuckers memes. Adrian Broner, Deontay Wilder, not you
Yeah,
particularly,
yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah,
fans.
yeah, yeah.
It's
That's what
our
I'm
fault.
saying. They,
It's our fault. Okay, I get you saying. I don't think that's YouTube fault
it's
though.
not. Yeah, it's not just YouTube, but like Twitter, everything. Like it's
Yeah,
not gonna go away. It ain't like before when they could just lose and then go home, go kick it, go on vacation,
then
get some
come
new
back.
females, and then let it's gone. Now they on to the next fight. Now you gotta look at your mentions, flood it with Adrian Broner,
Shit.
that meme with him walking to the back and shit like
Yeah,
that, him laying
bullshit.
over the road. It's
And folks
like,
be waiting. That's why they be waiting for that to happen to us, to black people, to the black fight. They be
yeah,
waiting for that shit to
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
They'll
You
make
don't
they'll
just
they'll force that shit to happen if they can.
Yeah, you don't just lose, you get humiliated now. Like
Yeah,
it's bad. Like Nate Robinson.
yeah,
They might need to add therapists to boxing or something like that. Somebody they can, but this shit ain't regulated, man. That's the oh, man. It
boxing can't
need to be.
with as much of the bullshit anymore because of YouTube coverage. Yeah, yeah. Do what I kind of said. Like we making motherfuckers get right, really. Like for real, on some real shit. Like a lot of the foo shit that go on with these like contract negotiations, all that shit. A lot of that shit we would never know about if it wasn't YouTube was putting pressure on them folks. Like Bud, Bud would probably still be considered as the boogeyman, pound for pound, number one, all that shit. If it weren't for YouTube actually bring like, hold on, bro, hold on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, you ain't,
Yeah.
you
I
ain't.
think I think it's helping it's helping a casual fan and a fan that's in tune but not in tune. So you dip in and out, but you
Yeah,
can always come get yourself back on track going to a certain channel.
yeah.
But I I still think mainstream gonna push their narrative, and that's the narrative that a lot of people like. Even with Crawford, his big issue is he got his roses so early, and mainstream media crowned him, and the people crowned him. So he feel like at this point he proven because he going to the Hall of Fame.
Then there's his company. Like that's why I want to give people him too. People understand, like, bro, that's your company. Like
Yeah,
all your shit came through the people that you work for. Like that,
and
like they don't register to you. Like, bro, you gotta do.
it's
You need that other stamp too.
yeah, it's like the rappers who get a big song and white people only play their music. and you always hear them later like, man, I wish I want to say No Name, like she was like in that Chance the Rapper era. She was like she's like, I'm making money and everything, but I hate looking out and it ain't none of my people. But it's a lot of rappers like that that they might blow up in that white fan base, but you would never totally feel validated until your people support you. And that's what I think the Crawford mentality is missing. Yeah, you gonna go to the Hall of Fame, but these is mostly non-black voters just put
Yeah.
you in. So like, it's like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, what do that
That's
really
where that
do?
top
Like,
rank Toby. That's where that top rank Toby shit come from.
yeah, like it's a bigger stamp. The real Grammy for a nigga is when you go outside and you almost every car playing your song.
Yep.
That mean more than a Grammy award because these just some white people who ain't in tune with the culture.
Fact.
Just what I mean. Oh, here he got it. They don't even know what's going on, but you really can check the post and it feel better than anything when you go outside and every other car. Oh shit.
Don't
Okay, I
forget
hear
shit.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's what it is. So I think it's the same thing with Crawford. Like you got to get out. Crawford got to get out that mind state that this white Hall of Fame is bigger
He went
than
full. He went full top rank.
yeah, yeah,
He went
yeah. Like
full
it's like at some point, nigga, come back to the trenches, nigga. Like,
Yep.
Nick,
Yep.
we don't hate you, nigga, but
Yeah. You
you
looking
know
real.
that.
You looking real unfamiliar right now.
Yeah, it's like you pretty much just saying, don't y'all don't matter.
He ain't really. Yeah.
This matter.
He ain't really. He ain't really relating to us right now. Type shit. He ain't
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
with us
Yeah,
right
he
now.
disconnected. He disconnected. He disconnected, and that's why I always say I don't want to all the way knock Jackie Robinson because we don't know the ins and outs, but be careful celebrating him like that because he killed a whole industry of us being bosses in the Negro League. We own the leagues and we was the stars. And when he went to this white league, they prop him up every year. Oh, Jackie Robinson, number 47, number 47. But they prop him up because in turn he ended up making their product bigger and killing our own product. So, same thing with Bud, that same type of mentality. We propping up, what they got going on, but you're not coming back and propping up your own situation. Like, he
Yeah.
won't fuck with black media. He won't.
That
Dude,
bull.
crazy. Man.
That
He,
bullshit.
he, yeah, yeah, he crazy. He crazy. He a crazy nigga. Uh,
He feel like black media pro Spence. We pro Spence because shit. That's who we relate to. He
he been
sound.
touching.
He don't be saying a bunch of out. Bud be saying a bunch of outlandish ass shit, man. Like
But also like this, Chief Keef got disconnected because he got on, went to California, had his situations, maybe touched back at the beginning, but after a while he just stayed out. They connected more to Vine and Dirk because Dirk was still signing niggas, and then Vine was going back, breaking bread, giving everybody change. So it was more of a connection because you were still touching the people.
yeah,
Whereas Keith so disconnected now that he might not even feel comfortable even touching back. Even though these his people, that's where he grew up at. But two of them stayed connected to the soil, and one
yeah,
of them just stayed away and got too disconnected. And niggas just trying to tell Bud, don't get too disconnected.
yeah.
It ain't.
Real. Don't get blinded. Don't get blinded with the fake from the real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't get lost in that, because in
They don't
reality, that
fuck with
don't
you.
mean it.
We really fuck with you, but
Yeah,
they don't fuck with you.
yeah. They fucking with you because they don't like Al Haymon. That's all this is about.
Yep, 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 yep.
You with the you under white master and they eyes, so they gonna root for this plantation.
Facts.
That's it. Bob Aaron win, they win. Al Heyman win, they feel like they lose, and that's what they turn it into. Even if you don't want to be like that, because we don't even grow up thinking like that. But it's like once you get conditioned, once you see how they playing, so it's like damn, they keep attacking, attacking, attacking. So you gotta adjust and be on defense, and then you gotta change how you even see the shit. But that's how they playing it. They hate Al Heyman. I done been on their channels. They hate Al Heyman. Al Heyman can do nothing right.
Ah, yeah, for sure. And then Al Hayden don't even say shit. Nigga ain't never seen Al Hayden. Nigga ain't never heard Al Hayden. And nigga got all this shit to say about Al Hayden.
Harvard, he done went to their school. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing you can really do. You know what I mean? You're gonna need to get in your place, fall in line. So I say again, Jackie Robinson, Jackie Robinson sold out the black athlete. Respect to him and his family, but that's his hard pick.
We get history lessons on SouthernTea, man. We didn't get y'all goddamn history lessons. We didn't took y'all into baseball. We didn't took y'all into the business of this shit. This man, we just be sitting here kicking at this motherfucker. I ain't rolling no blunts today. That's the first. Did y'all see me not rolling no weed today? We sitting right there though. But I ain't rolling no weed. Did y'all see? I ain't rolling no motherfucking weed. I feel like we had a pretty good goddamn show today. I went on 2 hours. I didn't expect to go on 2:15. I didn't expect nobody to come through this motherfucker, to be real with you, because I didn't promote this bitch at all. You really the only person I told.
He said that's why I don't mess with black folks that this out. Fact, boxing can't get it. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, we definitely had a solid show though, man. We do 2 hours and 16 minutes.
I think this is my longest one where I straight running through. That's why I don't mess with black folks that just yeah, exactly. But also real shit, it's a lot of black people in this sport that I really don't like, that I defend because they black, and I know that don't nobody else fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And there's people that I like that I really can't be on because they be doing fuck shit. Like Teo. Like I like Teo. But Teo, you want some fuck shit, bro? Like you want some fuck shit, G. Like for real. But yeah, I don't like. I support the black athlete. I support the black boxer because don't nobody else do it. Like people talking about Jermell now because they have to. They kept both Charlos hidden. That was kind of letting Jamal in a little bit. Now a little bit. That was kind of sneaking him in there sometimes. You know what I mean? But they ignored Jermell for so long. They ignored Jermell until they couldn't. I feel like they tried to rob Jermell. I feel like they robbed Jermell the first time. You feel like Harrison won. I feel like they robbed Jermell the first time. I feel like they was going to rob him the second time because he was down on the scorecards. How? I don't fucking know. And I feel like they tried to set him up when he was in there against B-Hop nephew all them years ago. And nigga had 19 fights. And they put him in there with B-Hop nephew who had like 40 fights, bro. Like 30 fights, some shit like that. Like 32 fights or some shit like that. But people like Jermell is a prime example of getting it out the mud. Niggas did not want him to do what he did, and he still do what he did, and now they finally got to give him his recognition. They got to now. You can't deny him no more. Like, you can't deny him no more. Especially the fact now that Castellano got the belt. You know he's finna go. You know he's finna be undisputed.
Yeah.
They robbed it. Was exactly because his mouth, bro. Jermell got that mouthpiece, and he black. He don't give a fuck. They don't like this shit. He talk too much, and he a nigga, and he good. And they was like, we gotta stop.
Big deal. They didn't rob him, man.
They robbed him, man. They was go rob him twice. They was go rob him. They would have put Tony on to shut Jermell up because Tony don't talk as much.
We ain't gonna let.
It ain't had shit to do with Tony. Tony a good fighter. It ain't had shit to do with Tony. It had shit to do with Tony.
Did you see Jermell versus Vanis?
Jermell versus who?
Vanis Monterosa.
I started watching Jermell when he beat Hopkins. When he beat Demetrius Hopkins. That's when I got on him. And
he was still with Ronnie Shields in this fight. Go watch that fight. That's all I'm gonna say. Go watch that fight.
How long ago was this?
Oh no. No, I'm just saying if they wanted to rob, if they wanted him to have an L, I'm saying Harrison didn't get a gift, and if they wanted to give him a rightful L, they could have did it in that fight. But
I'm saying they didn't think. I mean, Harrison did enough to not lose. He didn't do enough to beat the champion that night.
I thought he whooped his ass. I thought both fights.
As a champion, you gotta put a champion on his ass, or you gotta completely outbox him. He did neither.
I think hands down, Harrison is a level above Charlo.
Fuck no.
I think
Fuck.
he a level above Charlo. I think Harrison the best at 154, but you know Monterose and Triple G knocked him out in 2 rounds. Um,
You can't take a belt from someone with just using a pop shot jab.
Vanes fought him in 2015, but Vanes won that fight, but they gave it to Charlo.
You just gave me something to watch. I'm gonna go watch.
Yeah,
I ain't see
Vanes won. Yeah, easy too.
it.
You can see it in what you can see. You know how you can see it in niggas' face.
This nigga tripping.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. He got to give. He got to give. But my point with saying that was
Nigga don't get gifts, bro. He get robbed. My nigga don't get gifts.
respect to Jamel, but he lost that fight. You can see it in his brother eyes after the fight. You know how you know when the nigga lost? Like it was that tight energy. Like he got outboxed. He got
Yeah,
outboxed.
this motherfucker.
But yeah, that was 2015 in Las Vegas.
I'm gonna go look at the rate. I'm gonna look at the boss rate.
Uh, they gave him a
Hopkins. What's the year he fought Hopkins? They tried to rob him against Hopkins.
that was 2013.
Yeah, this one I got on 2013. This the first fight I saw.
Yeah, that was Home Depot Center in Carson. So in Carson, California. Josh Jackson, Hadley, Trout.
Hadley, he made Hadley look like shit, and Hadley was better than what he made him look like. So he didn't get no credit for that.
What you thought?
He should have.
What you thought about the Trout fight? I think they was booing in that fight.
What fight?
The Trout fight.
Oh, he won that fight.
Yeah.
He said, "Where you from? Where you from?" Trap.
Oh, Cleveland. World boxing.
That's why you think motherfucking Harrison won, because you up in there. You up in that Cleveland, Detroit shit.
No.
He said,
Nah,
Cleveland be there.
Ask him for it. I don't know.
Yeah. That's why you think. Yeah, that's why you think. That's why you think Harrison won, because you up in that. You up in that area. Yeah, that's what it is. You right up in there.
Now I fuck with the Charlos though, man. I like. I do think Jamel get disrespected. If we gonna put respect on Canelo with his questionable wins against Laura, Cotto, Trout, Triple G, the first fight.
I just say Laura. Everybody else, nah, you right. Triple G the first fight, and Laura for sure.
Triple G the first fight.
Some people like to say Trap, but I think he beat Trap. But he from Cincy.
He's from Cincy. No, I'm from the east side. Cincinnati.
Yep. I think he beat Trap, but he lost to Laura in Triple G's first time.
Yeah, second fight he whooped Triple G ass though.
Yeah, they just won. They just won competitive.
Second fight he whooped Triple G ass. Tony Harrison, Jorge Cota, Trout, Lubin, Charles Bellamy, Gabe Rosado. Hold on, let me see.
Who jumped you looking at? That explains the Porter shit. Yeah, I told you. He said that explains the Porter shit. Yep. He's a Sean Porter fan. I told you he's a Sean Porter fan, man. He the third welterweight. I got Sean Porter the third welterweight. I got him the third welterweight. Bud, Spence, Bud, Porter. Keith. I'm there for get out too. My goddamn co-host got out here. I'm there for get out here too. Shout out BD. Appreciate you coming this motherfucker sticking around. I'm probably finna get my face sticky. Finna get high. So I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. I want to appreciate everybody coming through. I don't know exactly how many of y'all came through yet. Love B. I'm finna road trap. We go do this jump tomorrow though. We gonna do this jump tomorrow. We had a pretty good tune. In. We did better than I thought we were gonna do tonight. I didn't expect to be on this long. I didn't expect to get as many people to come in and not this motherfucker as they did. But yeah. I appreciate everybody that came through here. I appreciate all the motherfucking new subscribers. I appreciate everybody that came in, chimed in. Shout out all you motherfuckers. I'm gonna try to do this shit every day. I'm gonna try to do a live every day. I'm gonna try to drop at least one video. I'm shooting for 2 videos a day from here on out. But for sure, 1 video a day and 1 live stream a day. So there's 2 videos a day, or 2 to 3 videos a day. I'm gonna keep this shit going. I know I done took 2 breaks. I took a fucking 3-month break 4 months ago and just came back. And I took a week break, 2 weeks ago, maybe a week. I think I took a week break a week ago. This might be my second show back, but I'm finna be more consistent with this shit. But I'm gonna be back here tomorrow. Subscribe, like, comment. SouthernTea Boxing. Appreciate that trap. Subscribe, like, comment to Trap Media, my co-host. Subscribe to all that shit. Follow us on Twitter, SouthernTea. Follow my nigga on Twitter, Trap Media on Twitter, Instagram, all that shit, all that good shit. But again, I appreciate everybody coming through, and I'm out. Love.